technology.
Bruh.
New daily candle. Oh my god. 4-hour bearish engulfing candle. Hey, traders. Welcome to the stream. Starting with Bitcoin like we do every day because you're obsessed. And it was just an indecision candle, a nothing burger candle. You know, the 4-hour was bearish engulfing. You can see it up here. Cover the previous candle inside the very, very small, insignificant consolidation structure. It's there, man. You can see the impulse and then consolidating since the 14th. It is now officially the 18th universal time. And that's it. Up and down. Okay. And you gotta really you gotta actually be okay with this, because you're seeing, like, with Bitcoin being tame and not doing much after the nice moves up, just a handful of different altcoins every day are able to run away. You know, a lot weren't showing much of any sort of edge that we look for, and they've been going, you know, just one valley and just mooning off that low without confirmation. Some of them, a lot of them weren't at inflection points. A lot of them were not at, you know, harmonic completion zones and stuff, but yeah, they've been rallying. But then there are some that were, and they've been able to rally too. And so I dig this. I dig this price action. And let's say about, I don't know, was it 10 to 12 hours ago, Bitcoin saw its highest price, 21,595, highest price since September, eclipsing that November 5th, 6th high, mid-September. So you got that going on. And again, it's cool that Bitcoin was doing its thing, and it may not be over. You are just so close to continuing your ascent. Without a back test, 19891, 19650, right? That seems like that's what everyone that missed out wants. They need this. They need the back test because, my God, they didn't get any gains. Whoops. Again, to me, in my opinion, it was set up for you on select altcoins to make that money, because Bitcoin did its thing. Many altcoins performed the exact same, if not better, off those entry levels. And they're not even close to being done. So we can go to Ethereum now that it broke out, you know, walked out of its supply line. The date of December 30th, 31st, whatever. And it didn't seem like a big deal then, but hey, we were live and it was discussed. And then the date of January 4th, another major discussion of $1,224 being breached. The dead cat bounce from 2018. That was significant. Hey, now all you got to do is break this local high at 1266. You did that on the 6th of January. And then, you know, started separating it on the 8th, and it's been number go up since then at a formal 88% retrace from previous high to low here. I know Scott Carney's software. I mean, we talked about this yesterday. It's the 886, so it's the bat pattern. One thing that, you know, I think possibly a pause, if you were going to get one here, that would be to the extent of it, because if you look at the oscillators, it's incredible. I mean, you have bullish convergence like crazy on both oscillators. A pause maybe just because you're nuclear on the RSI on the daily at 83.6. I mean, you're talking rivaling levels you were seeing during the height of the bull runs when Ethereum was in 3, 4, nearly $5,000. So maybe a pause because of that, but that's really not a very strong argument. You can't just be like, hey man, there's no way it can go up any higher just because the RSI is insane right now. That's not strong enough of an argument to be taking a short. Not really. So anyway, that was Ethereum, BNB. Kind of sideways, kind of sitting above 297. It was right at $300 to the penny, men. And if this holds, I mean, 3 days now. You get 72 hours after the breakout of a formally back testing it and holding. So just one decent day, you think that a BNB could make its way to 330 to 350 again. Wow, just, you never know, man. This is what I'm saying. Like, you just never know if a level's going to hold. You know the levels, but you just never know. Sometimes, I mean, it just, oh, there's no way it capitulates through it like nothing. Then other times like BNB, just no way it's going to hold this time. Too much FUD, and it did hold like crazy, just like Tron. No way it's going to, and it's back tested the spring, and it's been running. It's crazy, dude. And then it just reminds me again of like, you can't act like you know, because another primo example of that was, I think, back here in 2021 on Bitcoin, when it's just 30 to 30K. We knew it was the level, right? We knew it. And it was like, okay, you were testing it and testing it and testing it all summer, man. And then, wow, the lowest close in many, many months. It looked like a formal bearish breakdown of sorts. And then the engulfing candle came. The buyers came back in to defend the level, and that was it. It went to all-time high 69K from there. So it's just, you just don't know. You just got to pay attention. Sometimes it can look so bad at these levels. And this is a kind of testament to what's happening with a decent amount of stocks, where they were breaking supports. Oh man, this is brutal. Below this level for real too long, you go down 40-50%. But what's happening lately is buyers have come in, and those inflection points have been recaptured. And a lot of on a lot, it's been like the second time, like confirmation lists, just like on total market cap, man.
I like turtles.
Right, you gotta like totals that you know. We know how scary and how bad it could have gotten below 761 billion. And it was just, oh no, this isn't. And then, right, the sellers couldn't push it below long enough, and then the bullish divergence developed on the oscillators beautifully, and you got right back above it, and then the consequence of the false breakdown. Okay, it's like every stream. This one's another one that's like a 786 right now, maybe from the high to low. Yep, 78% retrace, perfect one. If it was a wave structure, it'd be going up to a trillion, or 998.65 billion. A little bit higher for some sort of bearish bat pattern. Not there yet, but it's really what is it? It's 963, 959, 963, whatever. I just brought it to the top with 3 touches here, and now you got 3 touches locally in the past 4 days. So can you break that? I don't know. That's a decent, I mean, it's a pretty big level, isn't it? So, okay, let's go to XRP. No one wants to look at XRP though, and it's just really just, you gotta be patient on these markets, dude. Right? A little bit. XRP is at 30. I mean, it's just, some of these I'll look at and they never change. It's like, well, there it is, man. You've been sitting here for days. While other coins that were showing M shapes, type 2s, with confirmation lines of double bottoms, have been breaking out. Not XRP. Just taking too long, man. So still valid, but I mean, I'm surprised you haven't tested 41.84 cents yet. Break it. Big move up. And it's really not even the daily that you should even care about anymore. It is now truly the weekly. Just to reiterate, because I'm live every day mostly, so and not much has changed from yesterday. So just making sure you're cognizant. Maybe there's people that weren't here yesterday that are here now. I get it. People were celebrating the holiday. Okay, well, formal 886 from the COVID crash low to the highest high, 886 right here, and testing once. Seller tried once, and then now they've tried twice, and they have failed both times, and you're diverging, and it's an inflection point. So this is just no brainer in terms of lower risk for upside. And I'm just saying, like, from these 2 highs up here to the low, if you think about it, 382, it's a valid peak right there for a potential double bottom too. I mean, you just think about a massive M shape. So I mean, you just think about like a 618 is 68 cents. If you go for deep retraces though, if you wanted some sort of massive M shape of sorts, right, you're talking like 79 to 85.6 cents up there. And guess what? Those would be lower highs than the previous high, and it could continue down later. Guy, I don't know, dude. Like, you shouldn't even care. You should be inside of our Discord server. You get notified when I go live. And I don't know how many effing times I have to say it. Like, you should be a member of our Discord channel because YouTube will inevitably fail you. It's certain. It is a certainty you will miss streams if you are not in the Discord and you just are subscribed on YouTube. So you have no one to blame but yourself because all we do is discuss that like almost daily. Sorry. Okay, so we got Cardano now because it's somehow now the fifth largest. Good audio check too. No cap, yeah, no caps at all, dude. If you look at the weekly, it's terrible, right? I mean, like, still god awful. Like, you look at Shiba Inu coin, and it's like, oh my god. It's like the holy grail of a potential massive bullish setup. For Shiba, a joke of a joke. And then you look at Cardano, and it's Hoskinson's son, man. Hoskinson's son. And all this happening is you had 2 weeks of a nice rally, and now you're getting a formal weekly bearish back test of the 2018 high as resistance. What? That's just terrible. So dang, dude, just sick. You gotta break. You want things to go well for Cardano. You gotta break 38.8 cents. Okay, you have to. Daily, there's a channel, and you're getting closer and closer to what will be considered in a downtrend overbought. When you hit the supply line at 38.7, 38.8 cents, that is considered overbought. The top trend line, the supply line. And then if you hit the bottom, it's oversold in a downtrend. Oh, what? Oh, what's up? What was that? Implaza and SoCal and Kai Bluegrass here, your Jesus Chimes. Thank you all for joining the Patreon/Citadel. Doesn't matter which way you join. It's identical in value and support to us. So thank you so much for that, where you get charts, my charts every day. I post updates on most things that are important and trade setups and premium Discord chat. A little bit more direct line to me. Thank you. So you get it. I mean, Cardano is just awful right now. I mean, it's god awful. Like, you can't make it look good technically. What was after this? I think it was MATIC maybe next, or Doge. Let's just go to MATIC. You know, MATIC had broken its resistance from July, and it's still above it, still elevated, but you know, I mean, just kind of going sideways with Bitcoin now. I mean, good news is just like Ethereum, there is certainly no sort of like bearish divergence or anything. No, it's only bullish convergence after a breakout. And you're thinking probably 120 in time if this keeps up. And that would, from the high to the low here, if you're talking about a complex wave structure, that lines up 120. So Doge just been blah, you know, after hitting 9.1 cents. It's like the same stream as yesterday. I can't help it, man. In fact, it's a little bearish convergence. A little hidden bearish divergence on the RSI there. But all that needs to happen on Doge, like if you really are concerned about Doge and you want to know what the cutoff would be, it would certainly be below the, I mean, say 7 cents, right? If any sell-off happens on Bitcoin and Doge follows, and something like this happens where it goes down to 7.3 cents and it holds and starts rallying, it's still okay. It's still fine. So there's nothing to be concerned about on Doge yet, because all it's doing is higher lows since the bottom in June. But what were the ones that were doing things yesterday? It's now a new day. So we would look at KSM. That was a glorious specimen. You know, I think that, I don't know, man. I'm going to like hit up Scott and I'm going to start doing research. And I think I'm going to try to come out with a freaking harmonic crypto book. Doing research on harmonics and different ones. And it's kind of like pulling a Bukowski on accuracy of these things on untraditional market. And if that was the case, if say that was to happen, the pipe dream of that, I think this one would be I mean, for now, until, you know, it fails and goes much lower, but it's just a specimen of a bullish crab pattern that completed at a 1618 type 2 return with the edge you're looking for and the inflection point. I mean, this is just a dream. And I know, like, you know, look at it every day. But what happened yesterday or 2 days ago was the confirmed bullish breakout. And then yesterday was a back test of the breakout and then follow through where KSM saw its highest price since, you know, November 6th or 7th. And, you know, the target's 43.48 from here. And that's it. That was your pretty much your top gainer on the day. It was a new day yesterday, but it's an old day today. Yeah, man. Super deep. SNX was also a gainer, and this thing broke a supply line. Sellers failed to break the ice line of ice lines where, right? If you fall below, just like ARK. If ARK falls below this level, it did, and just not enough follow through. And we'll look at that later. But look, November of 2019 on SNX. Buyers defended it in June. They defended it in November, and then the buyers could not really defend because it broke to the lower lows. But you know, just not enough selling pressure, not enough supply. Buyers came back in, and
thanks
then
for everything.
False bearish breakdown.
Say hey to Crockett and Tubbs. Peace, love, and white papers.
Where's Tubbs? What's up?
Is that a joke?
BT Zono, man. Thanks, dude. Yep. Boy, are you fat. Thanks, dude. So, right, supply line breached and target was 250. And if you break 250, that's when fireworks happen. That's when massive markups could occur. I would think if you were to break 250, you'd be going straight up to 344. And you just think about like how many lows, how many times in history, and September 2020, October 2020, November 2020. Look, I mean, that's it. January 2022, March 2022. Look, June of last year, August. That's it. That's your target above 250. So you just pay attention to that. Hot was another that like broke some sort of like, you know, if you look at it like this with 1 and 2 and 3, it's like you kind of try to break out, but you're just closed right at that supply line. Again, I'm not really, you know, it did kind of confirm a bottom down here right after Christmas. Sure, after falling below support, but sellers couldn't keep it below.
Bullish bat on 4H/6H.
So being on, yeah, we look at YFII. Okay. Theta was, you know, it had a good day, but Theta has yet to break any sort of supply line like SNX broke. This one didn't. This, in fact, is at the 98-cent low from May of last year. Right? It was breaking support. Oh no, we're in a lot of trouble. And then buyers defended it, and you run straight up to the next level. If you ever broke 98 cents, $1, that's where things could get really interesting, where it could be running up to like 150. But it hasn't happened yet. And again, I'm just looking at it because it was a notable gainer from yesterday. Zcash 2, where it was like a dragon like Bitcoin Cash, but has not really launched at all. Pretty weak, actually. Really weak. To where you can almost be like, is this a bear flag? It's like, dang, dude. If that's a bear flag down here, wow. Talk about how terrible this thing is. Lind was good. It's down 1.29% on the new day, but mother of God. Talk about a specimen. Specimen of specimens, man. Perfect harmonic. The type 2 return with a divergence. Not at an ice line per se. It was close. Really, really close. Close enough even. But you have not made a higher high yet, have you? Nope. Still making a lower high from November 4th, and someone will be like, oh, that's an 886. Close to it, right? Man, you almost got it. It was like an 87% retrace. So if this trend was like, let's just say like the trend was actually really, really bearish still, and it was just a fake, this is around the levels where you should start rolling over again. Because it would just be like a, you know, look, I mean, from this high in May to the low, what happened? Lind went up and made a formal 88% retrace before dumping all the way back down virtually those same levels, right? But even like, you know, just that's what I would think. If you go from this high to low, you go about a 618, and now we're virtually at the 886 again. So just something to think about. But you gotta think, like, from the lowest low to the highest high, I mean, talking 95, 98% retraces. This is normally where things start turning around, and you go on. Doesn't mean like you're going on, oh, we're going to go to all-time highs, but you would go on some sort of rally that would take you, you know, to maybe, just maybe from this high to low, a formal 886 or 786, 214, 236, and then makes a lower high and then rolls over and eventually goes to the lowest lows way later. So yeah, it's cool you broke the 200-day moving average, because you never were able to do that. My God, how many failed attempts since September of 2021? Every single time, failed attempt, and you're above it now though. FTM's up 1% on the new day, or over that, and you know, this one was spectacular. Spring back test. You've run straight up from there, and you still look very strong and elevated. Possibly seeing 37.85 cents again, which is just a zone of resistance support. Yeah, just one at a time. After 40 cents is 50 cents, then 65 cents after that. So there's a decent amount of support resistance on some of these. DOT was one where it was like, it didn't really show you anything outside of a 1414. And it was in the middle and nowhere. It just wasn't really a special setup. There was no setup on it, really. It was just, oh yeah, it reacted to the 1414, still making significantly lower highs than the previous high for it. Has not broken the 200-day moving average at all, but it did test it for the first time in a very, very long time. First time since January last year. So, okay, cool, but not even close to being able to say anything about it that's like, oh, it's reversing its trend. Not even close. Still very much bearish, even though great reaction off a 1414 of a butterfly. QNT, different story. Completely. What is the same market, but completely different charts. This thing put its bottom in Black Saturday, June of last year, and only number go up since then. Only higher lows, only higher highs. Only bullish harmonics completing and then confirming their completion with seller exhaustion at the ice line. Broke a confirmation line of the double bottom that is confirmed now. And just yesterday, it made your highest price since November 9th. So I think a little bit more upside before I do think you will be facing some adversity here. There's certainly an area where there could be supply on QNT. Again, this is a technical specimen. There's almost none. Virtually, there are none that look like this. So if you're like, what's my favorite? This is like my favorite of all of them. Shiba's freaking awesome, but it's like a reversal harmonic, reversal bottom, 98% losses from the previous low to high. Okay. Confirming a bottom over the course of 7 months. That's sick. That's great. But this one's a different story because it's like you're looking at the daily and it already reversed its trend and is showing us a continuation harmonic. You know, it's in the middle of the trend that is already bullish. You know, it's just different, man. I don't know why, but all I do is I know what better looking than other charts look like, right? And this one's, I think, the absolute best. And if you break 156, 205, you break 205, that's when things go nuts. Minimum 263 after that. That's where these lows are. Okay. And just don't forget, this is a fractal of Litecoin from September of 2020, where Litecoin went up hundreds of % off of that same fractal that we're seeing now. This showed the double bottom, and then Litecoin was showing 3 rising valleys of sorts. So and there were others. I mean, like, whatever, dude. Okay. I mean, Monero had a good day yesterday, somewhat, you know, after it sold off. Still, this is broken out. This thing's a weekly trade. This thing's going, if it all plays out properly, I mean, you're talking 250 plus on this in time. Checking on Litecoin, that is still broken out. 2 days ago, back tested the breakout as support again, holding above it, and that's about it. Not really going. I mean, this is where you think, okay, when it's time to accelerate, right? It's time to go 100 to 105. The next levels, you just haven't yet, and it's probably because Bitcoin's just stalling out. I don't know. I figured something like this would be able to run, but it's just not yet. An Ethereum Classic that is still just right below its key level. You know, this was a target area. You knew, hey, if we react, we reverse here in the $16 area, 886. The target's 2258 to 2405. Well, let's hit those. Let's hit those levels, and it's been not had one daily close above 2258. And since it tested it for the first time, you've had 4 days in a row of testing and no breach, really. So it's all about what will happen here. Well, if you sell off, just look for a higher low than the previous lows and everything will be fine. This thing could go down to freaking 17 bucks and still be fine. You're probably not, because my God, it's like the harmonics type 2. It's time to breach it and just run straight to 40 bucks. Just gotta keep the macros, gotta be doing what it's been doing, you know? Hold on a sec. What the? Sorry, coffee. So I've been running rampant over here, all kinds of just logistical things with moving, you know. Keeps you busy. So speaking of Shiba, oh, it's up 1.67%. Look, this is the thing on this, all right? With Shiba, we know it's unbelievable. It's like not owning this on the weekly is kind of crazy to me. It's like if you are someone that really respects and cares about traditional technical analysis, and you're talking about something that's taken 200 plus days to develop, and it's all developing at the level we know to be ungodly. If you don't take it now, you never should or would. It's not going to happen. It's just it's the smartest area to ever take a position down here at these levels. It just is. Supply line breached, confirmation low. It can't get better. It literally can't get better than this. Do you understand? It can't. 99% retraces, 98% retraces, but holding twice. That's it. That is the signal. It just, you can't be impatient. You have to be patient. So it's like, if one's just in on this and they just leave it alone for possibly a few months, Let's come back and see what happens. Okay? It is impeccable, technically, for low risk. But, you know, again, hey man, I don't look, dude. I'm a risk averse guy. I don't like taking longs on memes of memes. I can't. Okay. I'm pretty risk averse too, but this is extremely low risk. The minimum target just on the 3-day is 1,300 from here. Oh crap, hold on. So you got like 15 to, wait, sorry. You got 21 to 26% upside just from here already. And you should already be up on this. This is an active trade setup. It was active on the type 1, really. I mean, this is kind of an active, you know, unfortunately for a couple months. 6 weeks. What's up? Non Blanca. Here's a Blanca. Here's a Tulsa. Whatever weird other names you redcoats call people. Not financial advice. Just telling you what is ungodly in technical terms, and this is ungodly. For low risk. Okay. So what it's doing right now, like just looking at it, not talking about the weekly, which more zoomed in, it's been having trouble for the past 4 days. Not one candle close above the 200 simple moving average. Really tough. But it's also like this, I was looking at it, I'm like, it can't just be the 200, can it? And it's like there's this candle low close from that May 11th crash where, you know, in a day, the swing on that day was 34% swing. So looking at that candle close of that insane day, which ended up being like the initial bottom for a sec, that's like an area you also have tested and been unable to break. So if you just have that plotted like I just did, you can see where we are. We're not above it still. We're right about to test it for the 5th day. Just like we're testing the 200-day simple moving average for the 5th day in a row now. Confirmed. No, Plonker, I know, dude. I know you can read, right? What is going on? Why is this thing going up? Dude, it doesn't matter, man. This thing swings 5% in seconds all the time. I mean, that's all it's done every single day since the 13th. 5% plus swings in price. It's up 2.56% on the new day. It could be close flat tomorrow, right? Or, you know, but we are at a point where this is, you break this, I'm just saying, man, this is where you have a target of 1,300 and that's it. Anyway, so what about ZRX? Let's check on that. That is a trade setup that is active as well, just based on a multitude of variables. It's never like, oh, there's this one thing. There's just this one variable that makes me want to say it's a low risk, high probability outcome situation. Now, this one had a lot. Okay. Failed bearish breakdown of a key level that goes all the way back to effing 2019. That was a big one. Confirmation low, right? And then the divergence on the slightly lower low. But then the wedge, like the consolidation structure that had been going on. Well, how long? Like for real at this point. The length and so, like 235-day large structure, you know, like kind of hard to ignore that. And the upside, man, I mean, like, of course, it's going to be an 886 from this high to low, but you got to think, man, where this thing is bottoming is like the basement. It's the basement. And I said this long before the breakout. If not here for some sort of strategic low-risk entry, then never. I mean, these are the places where smart people make life-changing money. Like, these are where actual midterm bottoms get put in, and they're not the long-term bottom, like the bottom. You can still make hundreds of % on some of these coins because they will run so high. And think about it, this thing goes up to 44 cents from here. Just to hit like key levels to make another lower high in the previous highs, and then rolls over to 10 cents in a year from now. But okay, say it goes up to those levels from where it is right now. Okay, it just goes up 116% before rolling over later. That's what swing trading sometimes is, that, man. It's like, we're not trying to call the bottom. We're just looking for variables that are a congregate of variables at strategic levels from history. All right. I know we should look at stocks and stuff, but it's just, there are interesting things happening in crypto. You get it right. Like YFI right now is poised for, if this breaks, which we don't know. We didn't know if the 886 was going to hold. We don't know if 7450 is going to be breached by buyers. But if it does, your upside potential on the asset is 52.8% minimum. How do you know that? You look left and understand the only thing that's ever happened is straight down, up, down, up, down. That's it. Until a peak was created in July and another peak was created in September, the two peaks of our harmonic, and those are the targets. Wow. So if it goes to the second target, you're talking about 88% upside. Just owning one of these is pretty decent, right? I mean, good God. I'm saying, you're kind of well off the entry levels. You get that, right? You are not, if you're buying now, you're not getting in at the lowest risk area. You had so many days too of it just really showing, and every single day I'm looking at this asset. I tweeted about this asset. Patrons, you've been pinged to ad nauseum every single day. You were pinged the day even before the engulfing candle.
Can you look at VTER weekly MACD? Are the sellers finally done here? Cheers. 0.249637772 LTC.
What's up, H2O? Whoa, do you remember the water bot? I used to do streams so long, I had to be reminded to stay hydrated. Are you no, but you're just talking about Alkaline Water Company, H2O, thank you. Jamie, doesn't matter. Join the effing Discord. You would never be complaining about this if you were a member of the Discord and you were alerted and you had notifications on, because you know I'm live. It's the second I go live, just about 20 seconds after I go live, boom, you're pinged in Discord. So, okay, do you understand like why spending more time on crypto is important right now? Because, there's a reason. There's an actual reason. There are 200 plus day large structures that developed confirmation lows, all happening at basement levels. Look, man, the sellers tried, dude, to get it to all-time lows, but they failed by like 1% or 2, 98, 99% retraces. You don't ignore 98% retraces, man. 99% retraces, like Shiba. You just don't. They're there. They happen, and they held, and they're developing these patterns that have high probability outcomes. But YFII was a request, so we'll just knock it out. It's crypto. This is a trade setup. I would say more educational, just because it's Chinese S-coin. Oh my God, whatever. But you could look at any chart on any market at any time, and if it looks like the YFII chart, it is incredible, impeccable for a long opportunity, because the context is only higher lows, only accumulation.
Appreciate you, good sir.
What's up, Jay? Thanks for the threes, dude. Appreciate you as well. Kingsman. I'll have an alert on SHIB, so if it's a real pump, we'll hear the beep. And we'll go to it. But like, look, you know, you're just at the buy low area. Look, sell high equals 2570 or at least 2350. That's sell high. Buy low, sell high. That works out really well. There was a harmonic, I remember, back here that went berserk, right? It was an old trade setup, and it was like the slow position trade. But it finally took off. It was glorious, dude. But it was all at this same level where this newer trade setup was posted. Crazy, right? I know. Really crazy. Kind of reminds me of like something like CRV. Or, yeah, like where there was the harmonic and it's like reversing where it reversed in the last time we looked at it and did trade setups on it in like early 2020. So what do you want from me? You requested it, good sir, and it's like, this isn't... So someone would have entered around 1200, 1250. They're long. They're not getting cocky. They're not acting like they know what's going to 2570 next. They have a stop loss marginally below 1080.
In August, back tested the former supply line for almost a month as it formed another smaller falling wedge. Testing the supply line of the second falling wedge.
Southern Income Supercharged, Nick. We'll look at AMC, your meme stock. Sure. Sure. Right, so that's what you're doing if you are a market participant in YFII. One is locked and loaded. They own it. They're in the trades, and they're waiting for Moon, because that is about all that happens after successful back tests of the level of 1175, 1200. That's it. So just have your alert set up, and you can rejoice somewhat when you hear a beep, because you know what's happening to your money. It's growing. And you're waiting for a day where, oh, look, it's like this. You're waiting for days and pumps like that, because that's historically what happens. Just like DGB, just to pivot from this. I know we got requests, and I know we got stocks to look at and stuff. But dude, it's just... There wasn't anything to talk about. We'd be looking at. We'd be looking at coffee futures right now, dude. We'd be looking at all, you know, all the commodities. But it just sometimes is important, you know. And DGB is down. This is such a bad chart for this. It says it's down 10%, but again, man, it's well off the entry of the trade setup that is active. We know if buyers defend 8.2 tenths of 1 cent long enough, you know exactly where it goes. Straight to 1.689 cents, which is 100% upside from that inflection point. So just like YFII, one would be in on this. They'd be comfortable with a stop loss set up at a strategic level below inflection points that go all the way back to 2017. They let it ride, have their alert set up, and just be waiting for the beep to rejoice. And then eventually, once you get far enough into profit, one can start, you know, taking off a little bit off the stop loss and put on limit sells for the run to 1.689. Okay. Or you could use 3 commas, but I don't even know about 3 commas anymore, because the API, weird, scammy stuff, I don't know. Like, it's just your typical thing. Oh, and I remember they were trying to get me to promote, they wanted to sponsor the stream, 3 commas. And I'm like, man, that sounds like a good idea. Maybe that's a great little widget, you know, third party for traders, making things simple. And of course, it's just like, you can't put your name on anything crypto in terms of like outside of TA. You just can't, because it could just turn out to be a scam. How many people lost money on BlockFi or any of these exchanges? FTX, I mean, everything, dude. I will never have a sponsor that is crypto related. Never. I'm almost scared to do Ledger, where they've reached out for, but it's just like, Ledger, dude. And before, Ledger just hacks everybody that's ever used Ledger. And it's just like, what happened, man? Everyone's scammed. Yeah, just can't trust it, man. Sorry. But my keys. That's not how it works. Okay, great, dude. It's never how it works, right? Oh yeah, ain't on for the win, man. Hi, Papa D. Hi. Gree stock. We can look at it. We can move on. Let's see. Was there another crypto request, or should we just get to the index funds to look at them? They're not really that crazy at all.
Your Discord channels are awesome, of course. Can we look at Fetus? Thanks.
Oh, what did it sound like it said? Can we look at Fetus D? Fetus,
Restock, please.
Wow, it literally does spell out fetus when you don't put the slash or whatever. What the? Thank you, dude. Thank both of y'all. Yes, we will look at both. Yes. So okay. Let's just knock it out, okay? There are a couple stock requests, and just bear with me, all right? The S&P 500, it did something interesting, right? Like yesterday, it like broke the mother of all supply lines. It did it. It also yesterday broke the 200-day simple moving average for real. Today, remaining above the 200-day simple moving average, but kind of like just maybe trying to back test that mother of all supply lines. It just closed right at it. I don't think we could make some sort of conclusion on, oh, it broke out. It really back tested. It's so close right here. And yeah, someone was making the point in before type 2 of the bearish harmonic. Remember, like it just that this is a bearish harmonic, and maybe type 2, it could go to 4,100 again, you know, roughly. But yeah, that's what you got going on in the S&P. Dow Jones didn't do too well. Pulled back pretty, you know, like you were not above 34,280. Right, this could be an attempted rally and a failure. So just pay attention to the high from August and December that so far has not been broken. Still elevated. The NASDAQ composite still below, right? Still inside the channel. Really nice potential confirmation low, but you just don't know. You're not making higher highs yet. You got to break 11,500. I'll feel a lot better when someday we make a higher high for real, and we haven't yet. So it's just hard to get really behind these index funds, or at least this one, until higher high. And then you're just hoping it's like a dragon of sorts, right? Where just this supply line right here, you just think about it right here starting, and it's nearing the dragon spine, right? You've got the head, you've got the foot, the hump, the second foot, and if you ever broke out, you'd have the tail. And there's just no breakout yet. Potential dragon pattern on the NASDAQ. In a long-term downtrend still, that's still intact until things change. What's up, Jabs, dude? Good to see you again, man.
Can you look at Atom?
Yeah, man, we can look at Adam. We can look at Adam. Thank you, dude. All right, so one more IWM. Just knocking them out, dude, right? It's like people out there that are watching that they do look forward to the index funds. Just so if you look at the low from January of last year, February of last year, those were the lows. Then it became a resistance in June. It was also a reversal area in September, in November, and December. Well, there you are again. So I love the fact that it made a higher low, and where it made the higher low is unbelievably perfect. I love it, man. Look, it's the pre-COVID crash peak. It was resistance, became support. You've rallied off of it. You've breached a supply line as well, but you have not yet made a higher high, and you have not yet broken horizontal line resistance of 188. So it's good, but not good enough yet. So you still just stay skeptical, but the higher low's magnificent. I mean, that's accumulation going on the IWM at a key inflection point. That's a spring back test of spring. That is good. And lower volume on the spring, that's what, you know, the characteristic of a spring back test. You always want the spring back test to be on lower volume. If it's on higher volume, there is a good chance you'll retest that spring eventually. So it's good characteristic on, yeah, that. So above the 200-day moving average, cool. Think you got a long way to go before maybe a, wow, look at this. You want to see something crazy, man? Look how close. If you just keep up what you're doing with the Momo shift, subtle Momo shift, a little bit longer, you're going to have a golden cross, right? When's the last time there was a true golden cross on the IWM? You have to go back to August of 2020 after the recovery. That was the golden cross, and then it all eventually ended with a true confirmed death cross in January. Dang, man. So all of a sudden, like, we could be going for a golden cross soon. It's not, it doesn't mean like everything or much even. It's a lagging indicator to boot, but just saying, you have to eventually get golden crosses no matter what. If there's gonna be a run at some point, those things, that's just a natural occurrence. Wow, dude. We're going to send you to the Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good but can shill S coins good too, or something. Thank you. All right, let's go to water real quick for H2O. Oh my God, dude, it's so ugly. It's just terrible, man. Is water, what is it on the MACD, weekly? Sure, dude, look at the daily. The daily is showing insane bullish divergence, like ungodly, but it played out. That's what's sad. Mother of God, dude. You said the weekly on water. It's just, yeah, the weekly RSI is incredible. And I love this weekly RSI. That is the ticket. That's the divergence. That's the way you always want it to look. But the issue is like, okay, yeah, divergence on the MACD as well, but still at your all-time lows. Until you get above 40 cents, really nothing that spectacular about it, you know. You're kind of just like gambling a little bit, right? There's just not much strategy involved. Like, all you got going for you is, well, there's bullish divergence at all-time lows. You know how many coins are not making all-time lows, but some are in fact hitting near their all-time lows, and they're holding with the same type of edge? What about the fib extension from the low to high? Well, that's pretty cool. I think that's cool where, look at this, you know, from the low to high, a 1.618 fib extension reversal for now. Can't say it's an M shape or even extension M shape for that matter. Just, well, maybe you could. Maybe if you go to the daily, you can. Yeah, you could. It was a crap. It was looking like a butterfly, a 1618 butterfly. I don't know, man. I just don't put too much time into. That's a 786, a lower high on C, and a 1618 on D. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? Man, it's purple because butterflies are feminine, so it helps you. I try to color code harmonics. Okay. This should be, in fact, orangish if I go by that for the Gartley. But yeah, I mean, so what is this like? This is like a handful, like a good amount of these S coins, right? S coins, like, we just looked at them. Frickin'. What was it, man? It was like DOT. Look at this. Look at DOT. How about that, huh? No confirmation low, just reacting with the macro recovery. That's it. That's just not as good. So just for target, to wrap that up, I would say your target's going to be 32.9 cents, the X, right? May's low. So there's a little bit more upside, but again, you're going off of a reaction. You're not going off a confirmation low, right? Divergence is virtually played out on the daily. And of course, no higher highs. You just made your lowest low of all time and your lowest high of all time. So just, oh yeah, nice harmonic. Beautiful. Nice reaction. Okay. Water and then AMC. AMC. No, not like KSM, William, because KSM actually showed a type 2 return with nice divergence at an ice line. That was an amazing one. Water and DOT not doing that at all. Well, I mean, this one was garbage. And again, you got all this money, you know, you got a finite amount of it, and you're going to choose AMC over something else. I mean, what did it do? It made its lowest low of the entire downtrend most recently. And then, like, yeah, it hit. What did it hit? I guess it hit a peak from 2020 and bounced. Okay. Great. You know, like, what's not bouncing that's been slaughtered down at these levels? Like, all the crypto miners doing the same thing. Some of these Kathy Wood stocks doing the same thing now. And this gives a little more upside. $6.66, unfortunately, is the, I don't know, maybe 667 right there. Yeah, 666. Okay, that's probably you. So about 60 cents more upside before it faces serious turbulence, right? And it goes 745, even more resistance. That's the zone. If you ever broke that zone, now we're talking. That's when you might be you could be going nuts. But yeah, this thing lost so much value. Did it lose over 88%? Probably like 96% plus. Yeah, it's right back at the 88% retrace. In fact, look what it did. When it hit the 88% retrace in May of last year, for the first time, it appreciated in value 180% in 3 months. And then made a lower high and then dumped again. And that's what I'm thinking a lot of these altcoins, right? Like they'll go up 200, 300%, and then they'll probably make a lower high than the previous highs before them and then collapse again to lower lows. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, you know, this wasn't really great at all. I would never have been, this was not something I'd have been like taking action on based on traditional technical analysis. But great that it did what it did. And I hope you made money on it just cause. All right, 15 seconds till your new 60-minute candle. Or the first 60-minute candle close of the new day. Nice. That was AMC. And then we'll look at GREE for Papa D right now. Did you do that on purpose? Hey, man, this is my name. And I'm going to request something that kind of rhymes with my name. Unfortunately, this is not something that, so, you know, again, all requests are extremely appreciated. Like, I'm beyond grateful for your contribution, but there are contributions or requests that are far more helpful to the entire community and all the viewers and even me sometimes. This is not one of those because, right, what I try to do in here is put an emphasis on education of traditional technical analysis. It's been there before me. It'll be there when I'm gone. And people will come in and then some will not really apply themselves. I'm not saying, oh my God, of course, Shiba interrupting. We'll go to it in a sec. I'm trying to talk about requests. And so, like, people will abide by the principles taught in this community, and they will practice and practice and practice and study previous streams, my Patreon content, whatever. And they will then, you will start seeing it. Someone will tip for a request and we'll go to it. And it's like, oh my God, it's a dream setup. I can't believe you found this. This is incredible. And then I go into why, right? I break down the argument on why this is an incredible setup. So something like this, there's nothing to do here. I can't really help. I can't tell you anything. It's at all-time lows. It looks like a derivative of some sort, but it's not, right? It looks like something that has decay on it, right? Like, you know, 3-time levered ETN. And it was a pump and dump, obviously. How did this thing that I've never even heard of before, how did it get to a peak of $520 in August of 2021? And now it's at 98 cents. I have no words. There's nothing to do on it, even if it rallies, okay? You understand, like what I try to teach here, what's real traditional technical analysis. I think at any given time, when there's no edge for bulls or bears, for buyers or sellers, there's a coin flips chance of its direction. It's midterm direction. Right now, I think on this, complete coin flip. No idea. This thing could go up 100% tomorrow. There was nothing implying that. It could go down 100% tomorrow, 90% tomorrow. Nothing was implying that, and it happened, right? That's where you are on this. Casino, all-time lows, scam, pretty clear scam of sorts, right? Let's go to Shiba. Thank you, dude. Look, understand, I really do appreciate the contribution. I do. Grateful. Papa D, thank you, dude. So Shiba is now up 7%. Meh, whatever, dude. Great. Cool story, bro. What is that? Again, like people saying they requested something, and it's like, this exists. This isn't here for aesthetics, right? I would much rather have something else here, you know? But this is like where, hey man, if NVIDIA called me and they're like, hey man, we're NVIDIA. Jensen Huang calls me, he's like, bro, can we sponsor you? I'd probably be like, yeah, on NVIDIA, because I love NVIDIA, right? I would put NVIDIA's logo right there. But I don't do that, and I never have 5 years of doing this, right? Now we're getting close. We're less than 1 month away from my 5-year anniversary of content creation. Wow, like 3 weeks away. So yeah, this is right here because I've never had a sponsor. This equals you are the sponsor. You support this. You keep it going. Dang man, time flies, but in a really positive way. So, you know, clearly Shiba finally cracking that 200-day simple moving average, cracking that May low.
Can we look at Beam? 1,756,697.40887132 SHIB.
Dang, man. Thanks for the Shiba contribution, Crypto Plumber. What? I don't know. I'm not even going to talk about what you did say initially. Respect. That's all I can say. Beam. I guess that's a crypto. How can we look at Beam when Shiba is up 7+%? Anything else up 7+% today? Yes. KNC is up 7.4 something percent. It's pumping. This was just another one that was like, oh, kind of a joke. I mean, it looks like it did. I mean, it was just one peak, man. There was this one time, October 2018, it was a peak. And that's where it reversed at. And, you know, great, dude. It was just, it was trash. I'm sorry. The divergence was sick. It was identified, but that's about it, right? It's like, yeah, one variable and setting you free today. It's been setting you free since it bottomed out at the beginning of the year. New year, new price action. So far, that's been holding true, right? Maybe, Jeremy. I wouldn't count on it, dude. I wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, man. Shiba's going to close above the 200-day moving average, man. I'm going to have another alert set up on Shiba. If we hear the beep, mother of God, it'll be hitting the session highs, dude. Yeah, it sounded like Bill Clinton right there. Yikes. Sorry, getting recalibrated here. Please. Oh my God, look, Angela, please. Should I sell or not? Like, dude. You're the meme, dude. You are the meme. So reading a little bit, okay? Of y'all. Please, sir. Should I buy now? Should I buy Shiba now? Wasn't that the one where it was like, which one was it where, gee, this thing's up 8.63% now. Okay. Which asset was it where I said I was in Miami and I'm like, if you, oh, it might have been YFII. If you ask about should I buy now when YFII is at $2,000, you will just get banned. You're gonna get banned, bro. Figured it'd be maybe a Shiba, but it's not. The meme picture. Wow. I mean, that's like the most, hey, are you the guy in the framed art? That's what that sounds like, dude. That's as vague as you could have ever made it. So look at Bitcoin, man. It's recovering. And it's just high and tight consolidation currently. Just above us. You can see it. That's right. Yeah. Having a plan before hitting enter on a position. Have a plan. What plan? An entry, a stop loss, and take profits. You have those all established before you hit the buy button. Very simple. But then, if you want to go even bigger brain, you then ask questions. Why am I buying at this price? Why would I be setting a stop loss at that price? And why would I be taking profit at those levels? That's where like real trading and TA comes in. And then when you start asking those questions and you don't know the answer, you shouldn't be buying. You should be investing in yourself, learning how to identify a discernible edge at an inflection point, strategic level. What's up, Dan? Crypto Blast, man.
$RLC, Sleeper AI token, one more checkup. Thanks, brah.
Congrats to the engagement, Abby and Samir.
Wow.
Is that a joint?
Dang. Abby and Samir got engaged. Well, you know, that was we were waiting. I mean, it was only a matter of time. Everyone in the world knows about them, and I can't even believe that it took so long. Good job, Samir. Finally got it together. So total just inching on up, really still below 963 billion. You break that, well, the 886 is just upon you at 998 billion. So you're thinking there's still a little bit more upside even before things get kind of interesting on just an M shape. But again, we're not even that we're concerned about, mostly it's been the altcoins because they were the ones presenting everything we could dream of late December. And now look at them. Look at them now. So this is what I'm talking about. When Bitcoin's just consolidating, dude, like above you, just consolidating, look what can happen to the altcoins that were showing actionable setups a couple weeks ago. Consolidate forever, bro. Storage is rallying. It's up 4%. I've got an alert on Shiba. It's almost like I can't get off Shiba. It's about to be at its high. It's about to be at its highest price since November 8th again. Good Lord. ZRX up 3.3%. Let's go, dude. Just another setup that is brilliant here. I mean, you were on you were on like breakout watch on like, you had the wedge breakout. You already did that. You even back tested. You have break, hook, and go. There's a confirmed break, hook, and go on ZRX. That happened on the wedge. But now there's just this one last peak, okay, that you tested initially on the 14th. But this is it, man. This will be just another Bulkowski structure breakout. Wow, dude. 2 Bulkowskis. Wombo combo. If we hear the beep, we'll be at the neckline. But you're getting there, dude. 3.7% up and climbing. The altcoin's getting a little spicy, man. When do we sell Shiba? It has been asked in the chat. Well, if you are supporting the channel, look, man, I think I do enough like on stream, right? But like, hey, man, there's entries, there's take profits, and there's all that in the Patreon or the Citadel. You can join the Citadel. It's linked, it's pinned in the channel, or you know, in the stream chat or whatever. More people. What's SHIB target? What in the... I'm just waiting for the should I buy now, people. I'm waiting. Okay, so... it's about to... My God, Shiba's up 10% now, dude. 10% Shiba on the day, man. It's Jimmy Duffy, man. Jimmy Duffy, man. Only I know you're kidding. You're only trolling, dude. Win more, escargot. Win more. Yeah, obviously, SHIB target $1, dude. Is Doge to follow SHIB? I mean, maybe. The one cool thing about Doge is like you got a billionaire that could just say something cryptic and Doge is going to be up 10%. So
Can you check out Mara? Thanks, looking for take profit levels. Enter the $3.85 and feeling like I should be long gone already.
Right? Yeah, almost. It doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right making so much on a joke like a crypto miner, but yeah, we can look at it. Okay. Thank you. Okay, all right, I have an alert. If you're breaching the highs of the day on Shiba, we'll come right back to it, okay? So let's see, we had, next request was Atom, after Papa D's request for Greed. And hopefully Papa D's still in here and isn't pissed. Well, this one, you know, it's kind of like, there was an area where there was a discernible edge with the bullish divergence on the slightly lower low, and it all was at an area of inflection. That's great. That would have been the area where one would have gone long strategically. Looking back in retrospect, it's gone up a lot, and it's not really at a good area for maybe a fresh long. But the good news is it's not showing any sort of bearish divergence yet. It has not made a formal 886 from its previous high to low yet. So I think there's probably still some more upside on this, but to strategize an entry is just way more difficult here. And that's what real TA is. Historical price action between 850 and 1470 is straight down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Not always down, up, but mostly down, up, right? And so that's probably the target based on the fact, again, that 886 is probably literally that price. It's about like $15. It's 1470 is that resistance. So you're not there yet, but you're certainly way off what would have been considered some entry zone You're up 45% in a month. It's appreciated off the level that made sense. So I can't really tell you anything, right? I mean, like, just like if someone's requesting Shiba now, what do you want from me, man? Like, we monitor these markets daily. Even when you're not here, you're not paying attention. You don't care anymore because there's not enough price action. Trend's been bearish. Well, we're here and we're identifying these things, these assets at these levels doing these things. And a lot of them are up a lot. SHIB broke out like a couple weeks ago, week and a half ago. It had been on markup watch ever since, and here we are. There's your Adam. Sorry, Jabs. It's just the way it is. Let's go to Beam for Crypto Plumber. Beam. Beam Global. Oh, wow, man. It has been so long. It virtually hit the completion. You're talking about like almost hit it, the 1618 of the butterfly. And if it didn't, okay, the butterfly's a threshold. I mean, God, and it's like type 2-ish behavior, right? Where you got this with the type 1 and then type 2. And dude, this is a great request. Great request here. At 1 and 2, but look where it is. Oh my God, it's a key inflection zone, and you're above it again. So I would pay close attention to this asset above 1750. And then, but it's, 1750, then 20, and above 20, that's where things could get freaking nuts. Okay, so this got, and it's all this happened, right? The completion of this harmonic with the type 2 all happened where? Around the 88% retrace, the 90%, 92% retrace. That's where you're looking for stuff to happen. Look at the bullish back test of the 200-day simple moving average. You're probably getting closer and closer to some sort of golden cross. You got the golden cross, man. The golden cross, December 28th, just days before the new year. And now you're riding above both moving averages. Whoa. Yeah, Beam Global, I would say you're near at strategic levels to strategize a stop loss, an entry, and some take profits down the road. All right, that's it right there. I dig this, man. Not bad.
Join the Patreon, folks, especially as Mitch has made it easier for people to join the Citadel. Members in there who entered that SHIB trade are now around 47% up.
Oh, thank you, UEB Shilling, the threes, and the advocacy for supporting the channel. Thank you, dude. But again, like, I think it's like if I had sponsors, like true sponsors and stuff, which I've had countless opportunities to do that, just take money to promote crap. Like, yeah, it would be like, yeah, join the Patreon or whatever, but this is like you are the ones. You're the sole people that are supporting this channel and community. So anyway, yeah, love it above 1750 here. BEEM.
Best streamer service fee. Thanks, Mitch. 0.000517000 BTC.
Thank you, William, dude, for the 11 of Bitcoin. Kingsman. Look at the price action above 20 bucks. It's insane. Right? Almost always from $20 to $31. One time it didn't. Takes you to 25. But even still, let's say that was a level you were looking at. That's like 45% upside. And then after that's like 80% upside. So yeah, pay attention. This is all happening just a crypto, right? The bubble popped and these things are at 88 to 92% retraces and they're confirming bottoms. And now they're breaching historical ice lines positively. Golden crosses, back test of moving averages as support. Remember, look what was happening all last year. Look, June or 2 years, for 2 years, the 200-day moving average, all of a sudden you're below it. You're below the 50, you're below the 200, you're below them all. Look, you're running to the 200 and you're rejecting it. Oh, again, you're about to test it and you fail. You stay below all the movement. Now something's changed. It's changing. It's shifting quietly, subtly. That's beam. Now you are above all 3 moving averages. When the last time you've been above all 3 moving averages? I mean, I guess for a little bit from November to December, but the pullback and the back test is incredible. Beam might be awesome. Okay. Next request was RLC for Dane. It's a Dane Cook, man. All the kids love Dane Cook. Kidding. No kids, no real kids know who that is now, right? Well, I gotta find the right exchange with all the data on it, dude. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, man. Let's go. All right, RLC. Accumulation. Momo shifted. But you are not at a strategic entry area. One should have probably done that way back in November, because clearly you see the inflection zone, the initial ones, right, from 2019 and 2020. Extend that out, those 2 touches, and you can see it's almost like Monero in its own right, springing back, testing the spring on the weekly. And now you just tested inflection points, then go back to July 2020, and you tested it back in August of last year. But if you ever break that, man, that's where things could get really interesting really fast. Now you got, it's not just going to be smooth open waters above 188. You got 217, you got 246, but above 246, I think that's where things start getting nuts. But yeah, I mean, for now, it's been a pretty good look, and I really like this price action like this. That's been really pretty. Very symmetrical price action, except for the very bottom. Just the Momo shift, though. So have your alert set up on RLC above 188, because if you hear the beep, you know something quite spectacular is happening. What's so spectacular about 176? We had identified this in 2021, where you broke the resistance, you back tested it once, then twice, hidden bullish divergence on the second low, and then it went to all-time highs off of that bullish back test. So that's why this level is really important. It's like Litecoin is 66. Well, this is $1.76, $1.88. Okay. You're looking for an exit. I mean, this is where someone's taking profit, right? And a pullback. But the thing is, you lose some value. It pulls back. It'll probably just put in a higher low than the previous low, you know, and give us a third valley or something. But just pay attention, man. I don't know if you're in off the bottom, dude. One can take some profit. There's nothing wrong with buying low and then selling high, because this is considered high, right? Because it's a clear inflection point. This is where reversals happen all the time. But if you break it, fireworks. So you're kind of on breakout watch right now on RLC. It's like virtually ascending triangle behavior. That's right, Zachary. What's an ice line, Sokola? Ice line is a Wyckofian terminology that just means support resistance, a level of inflection from history. So I would say that 80 cents to 91 cents, this is an ice line, okay? Because it's ice. Like if you're walking on it, right? And if it break, like an ice line on total market cap, you are walking on an ice line. Like below this, there is no general consensus area where people would have limit buys set up anywhere until way lower. So you're walking on this fine line of ice in the middle of a lake. And it may hold up, right? Polar bears get on all fours, right? They know how to use surface area to prevent themselves from falling into the lake, but sometimes charts don't do that. So it looks like they polar beared here. Sellers tried once, then they tried twice, and then the seller exhaustion came in and a rally back above the ice line happened. And now you get the consequences of that with a big rally straight up. RLC, now LRC. Wow, dude. Battle of the same letters, but different.
Can we look at Loopring Connect, LRC, on the weekly?
Maybe, Rob. Maybe. Yes, we can. But we have to go to Mara first because that was the next one on the list. So, Marathon. It's the marathon. Yeah, man, I get it. Like, it's just another one that lost 99% of its value from the low to the high. And it's probably a lower high confirmation low. Like where you have one low here and then a second one. And above 625, you're right at it, man. This is the last one. Like, I think this is the last little level. Hold on. Okay, yeah, you break this $9 peak from 2017, 2018. There's not any more history that says anything but straight down, up, down, up, down, up until $15 to $18. Oh my God, dude. Shiba, chat, Shiba, beep. We will go to it right after this. But that's it. I mean, 200-day moving average. But if you're talking about in terms of levels of inflection above $9, there is none until you go up 70+%, right? 85% upside above $9. That's all I can tell you. Okay, this is a real level. I mean, it has pulled back here before at $9. Or, I'm sorry, at $8.86, $8.86. Okay. And you touched that today for the first time, right? Since recovering. So you are now becoming overbought. Good God, man. So my nose is like itching and stuff. So that's all I got for you, right? I mean, it's probably a dragon. You could probably look at this like, it's the dragon. And guess what? The dragon probably broke out, you know? It didn't break out if you anchor like that. If you just no dragon breakout. But if you look, it makes it easy to target with Fibonacci though, high to low, to give yourself 618, $20. And then a 786 target would be $26, but let's go the inflection point. Really not, what was that? Let's just go with the 786 then. It's not really a very strong level. Hold on, I'll have to recalibrate that. Those would be targets if you were trading it like a dragon. Okay, if it was a bullish dragon breakout and it was going to run, you could pull back as long as you make a higher low, and it could take a while, but that would be your targets, right? Again, $20. Let's just say 1990 something, maybe. And then $26, $26.50. Okay. It's the marathon. Only, this is like basement levels, like Shiba. It's like basement, dude. Go to the weekly. It's a double bottom. Massive, right? Let's look. Yeah, oh my God. Look at the bullish divergence in the weekly. It's ridiculous. It's insane. Yeah. Weekly bullish divergence after making a 98% retrace. You're at a high probability area. Yeah. For reversal. That's it. Let's go to Shiba. There you have it. There's your Shiba up 11.75%. Hit session highs, hit its highest level since actually November 7th now. It'll be that way because that was the drawdown. You know, it'll be highest level since November 6th, plus until 1300, which is the target anyway. One of the targets. Joshua, fantastic news, man. God, dude, I feel like Justin Sun right now. Can't get it together on my nose itch. Wow. Yes, Justin, yeah, for sure. But you notice, right? Like it's kind of, I'm not just like on a random asset that's not doing anything, right? We're looking at an active trade setup, something that we've been looking at for weeks and weeks, really months, because we identified this harmonic completing on the type 1. So we're watching TA be respected in real time, gradually, then suddenly. Okay, I'll have another alert set up. So if we hear the beep again, we'll come right back to it. But we can keep it going. All right. Bet, yes, bet. Jeez. It went berserk. Yeah, man. False bearish breakdown, then the higher low, and it's just been mooning. It has been mooning. There's not much to do though. Like, you know, you request something that already broke out. It broke out the date of January 5th or 6th. Broke that, you know, swing low from May, swing high from August, the range. And it's gone berserk since then. Yeah, because there's just really not that much data here, you know. So there's probably 33 cents eventually. Bullish engulfing candle yesterday. It's been on a serious run. It's very overbought, but hey, whatever. Positive momentum still building. You think a pullback at some point, but maybe like, you know, it goes up a few more cents. Maybe it goes and sees, you know, it goes up 15 to 20% more before pulling back, you know. So that's it. So far from its previous high to low on FET, you have now officially achieved a 50% retrace from the previous high to low. 50%. Just touched it. You love tapped it moments ago. That's all I got. Well, I just saw eggs ping. Okay, make sure I didn't miss any more. No, we've not. We've officially gotten through all the requests, the formal requests. No, we haven't. We got one more for Rob, the most recent one. Which would be LRC, which if you look at LRC, let me show you this, dude. I have this plotted on the weekly. It is pretty unreal. I think it's this one. God, actually, maybe, never mind. Maybe it's not this one. I don't even... There was one I was looking at that was looking good somewhere on the week. Let me make sure. Let's see. No, it was Aave. Lind was insane on the weekly. Holy crap. LRC, kind of another one that was just, you know, I mean, like close enough to, I guess, a level of inflection. Sure. But made its lowest low. Yes, there was divergence, a little bit anyway, somewhat. Made its lowest low recently. It's now below the 200-day simple moving average. Has certainly not made any even threat or big attempt of taking out your previous highs. So it's like, okay. Right, so it's just like, man, there are ones that look insane. And there are ones that just look like meh. And then they're the ones that look like meh will rally, but randomly, and it won't be like based on much. We're looking more so at the ones that are showing the things that we have studied and researched, the things that have been researched and the things we've studied for years, right? That's what we're looking for. This one's just not showing those things, unless maybe it's a crab pattern of sorts, you know, but this is ridiculous crab. I mean, didn't even hit a 1414. Crab patterns are 1618s. It didn't. It just barely hit the 1272, exceeded it. I don't know, man. Just again, we have a finite amount of money. So with my finite amount of money, I'm looking for the best looking setups based on the system that's taught here by really, and it's been researched and proven by really smart people over 100 plus years. This isn't showing those things, therefore I just really don't care that much about it. But yes, great stuff, dude. Great. Great on it being up 2.48%.
I'm out of practice with charts. Can you look at UNI please and thank you.
Yeah, Uniswap that broke its supply line, confirmed a bottom. Its bottom got put in June, but it's put in 2 higher lows than that low. So it's kind of in that better category, certainly better than this. Thank you, Carrie. What I'm talking about, right? Uniswap did not just make its fresh lowest low of the entire bear trend. Nope. So better. Already a better chart. I'd say a supply line was breached. You know, but is it making a higher high than the previous high? No, not yet. Not yet. I would think that, well, it did this, right? The target on that breakout was 698.8. It was the daily candle high close from September 2020. It touched it a few days ago, and it's just been sideways. Still struggling at the 200-day moving average. I wonder if a golden cross has come in. No, not really. Kind of whacked out. Yeah, so this one's okay. It's just like, again, it's not showing me all the things I want on a chart. And I have, just like you, have unlimited charts to scan through to find the things we want. So you can settle for Uni that's not really showing us everything we want, but it's kind of okay because it's a higher low. But yeah, if you break $7, 867. You break 867, you know, that's when maybe you think in one low, then this is on the weekly like the second low, and it's probably running to $13 after that. But do you understand what probably the rest of the crypto market's doing too? If Uni's doing that, they're doing crazy stuff too. So that's it for now. It's okay, not great, not terrible. 371 likes, appreciate that. Let's see if we can get 500 likes. We could probably do that in seconds, man. We're so close. 130 away. Way more than enough viewers. And don't do it for Shiba, man. Come on. Yeah, him, not great, not terrible. Nice, dude. Yeah, and that's one thing I especially hate about this. They hire their developers and employees based on their identity, not based on their merit or credentials. So why would I even care about Uniswap? I want the best person for the job. I would never put my money in something where that's not the case. Okay. So that was the most recent and last formal request. We can look back around. Wow, and Shiba's up 12.3% right now. Don't tell me, why is my alert not gone off? Is it really? It's about to. Wow, here we go. It's a big win, man. It's a massive green candle. It feels good, man. KNC's up 6%. DGB's back up about, I don't know, 5%. Jeez, dude. Let me try to find another DGB chart. This is the one that has all the data. No other chart, I think, has all the data. It's so illiquid now, though. Let's go to, like, Binance. Yeah. See, like, DGB on this doesn't have the data, but this is a formal spring back test of sorts, and the target is way higher. Non-DGB. Active setup. Michael, well, if that's the case. You have suspicion. Is it based on evidence or just feelings? So Shiba is having its day today, but I'm telling you, one of these days, YFI is going to have its day. So is YFII. And once this breaks, I'm telling you, it's just like absorption of the supply, and there's not much supply. There can't be much supply, because can someone tell me how much supply of YFI there is? It's a stupid number. It's why this asset went to $95,000 in 2021. 95K. So when we're truly talking about supply and demand, if the supply runs out at 74.50, it's easy 50% upside, but then after that 80+% upside. But there's a third target. There really is, and it's 18K. And that means breaking this resistance eventually 140 to 150% upside. 30,000 max supply. You hear that, chat? 30,000 YFIs and no more. 36 supply, max supply, someone said. So 30,000, 36,000, whatever. Give or take a few thousand. So I'm saying that's why it can go on these ludicrous runs, and you better believe it. Ignoring a pattern like this is like, you're just like, yeah, I'd rather just not make money. I'd rather my 7,500 when it breaks. I'd rather it stay at $7,500 and not go to 11,000, 14,000, 18,000. 95K Dr. Sauce. Yep. Not quite 100. Are we cool? Been live 1 hour and 50 minutes now, almost 2 hours. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Thanks for being here. Come back to QNT, the specimen, bonsai. Oh yeah, well Doge is already in space, man, right? Isn't there already Dogecoin in literal outer space?
Can you Plaza take a look at 11 token? It's part of the Doge 1 mission launching in March through SpaceX.
Oh sure, Z token, sounds like Communist Chinese token. Z token, wow, on Uniswap. Yeah. It's not really much to look at, but I certainly understand. Like, it's at the buy low levels, you know. I tested it the date of December 13th. Tested it that all-time low level. And that's it. no formal harmonics. I don't know, dude. It's just below the 200-day moving average still. It just made its lowest low. It's trying to make the same highs now as the ones from late November. It's really not a great chart, but it is, yeah, fundamentally at the buy low levels. It's a Uniswap coin too, a wrapped ether. Dude, who knows, man? Like, whatever. But yeah, all I can do is tell you, sure, it's just at all-time lows. It's literally lost 100% of its value. So it did do that. 99.99% of its value gone. And bounced off of that level and is not really doing anything. So if anything, I'll tell you this, maybe above 131,297 wrapped ways. That high from September 2021, it was the candle open. The first day it was on this exchange, June 12th, that was candle open, the wick high, another wick high right around October 2021. And then you can see price action correlating on the wicks down, right? Breaking that might be the big breakout level, you know? And then above that, if you were to break 131,000, then 268,000 after that. Look straight up, down, up, down, up, down, up, maybe, right? So you're really, it's not difficult to analyze these, you know, because I'm looking for a certain set of variables at key levels. It's like it's a set formula system, and it's like every time looking for the same things. And if you're putting me on something like this and it's not showing them, it's kind of like, okay, all I can do is give you, I'm doing the best I can because you contributed $15, you know. Anyway, Doge is now up 2.5%. You know, again, once you break 9.1 cents, 11 cents probably. If you break 11 cents, that is when the massive, insane markup happens. Because you, at this current time, you virtually reversed your trend in ways. There's an argument for that anyway. And now you're putting in a potential double bottom, and the neckline of the potential double bottom just happens to be a key inflection point. This is the breakout confirmation line of a double bottom. If Doge ever breaks 11 cents, then it would be a confirmed double bottom, and a measured move would easily take you to 15 cents, which is the next key level anyway. So that's it. I think we already have a golden, nope, we had a golden cross already. It happened back in November, but not really anything's happened since then. Yeah, not really doing much, but again, there are a few that look like this. The lowest low got put in, then higher lows, then a high, the higher high. Well, it was like a low, then a high, then a higher low, then a higher high, then about the same lows, then the higher high again. Now higher lows, then the previous low is being put in. That's trend reversal stuff. So I'm saying people could argue that Doge has already subtly, quietly reversed its trend. So if it has, wouldn't the argument make sense that we're looking for bullish patterns and bullish trends? Well, potential double bottoms, a bullish divergence above 200-day moving average. I would think that's pretty good. Breaking supply line, you know, a type 2 return of a bullish shark pattern. I mean, the variables are stacking up for the argument of upside being stronger than downside. There's not really, what's the argument for downside? You know, not really. Storage is up today, 4.4%. You know, it broke a supply line. It was that false bearish breakdown, you know, and the divergence, really nice bullish divergence. Yeah, so once you broke back above 30 cents, can't be surprised if we eventually maybe see 40 cents. But there's so many peaks, man. Like there's one at 36 cents. I think 40 because that's where you have the strongest price action historically. If it broke 40 cents, that's where things get berserk. If you break 40 cents, boom, 64 cents. But that is the way we've been measuring it. We knew if you broke 64 cents on the way down, straight down to 40 cents, you went up and down, up and down, up and down, and that's it. So again, have your alert set up slightly above 40 cents so you don't completely forget about it, because that could be momentous. We got Xerox still right up above 3%. You got those metaverse jokes starting to rally again. Nothing else really going too nuts. Shiba's right around 13% up. I mean, the alert, it's crazy why it hasn't gone off, right? It's just sitting up there. Sitting at this high, looks like from late June of last year in July. And that's about it. Just sitting there. Not much of anything. 13+% now. Wow. I don't know, man. Been live for all this time, 2 hours. So kind of like, all right, getting a little hungry. It's around dinner time, and SHIB's like the only thing really going like this. So it's special to us, but not really to anyone else, you know. All right, man. It's like, what are you doing? Come on. She was just sitting there. It's like, it's time, dude. 1296, 1340. Those are the. We've been waiting, dude. And then you go to the weekly, and it was just ridiculous, right? Just look at the weekly. I mean, if you know how to read charts and you see that and you don't take action on it, it's like it's your own fault, dude. There it is. There's your session highs, your multi-month highs on Shiba Inu Connect. Looks like you're attempting to breach that weekly candle high close from late October. And there's nothing there above that, man, right? Marabazooing so far on the daily. Good God. What do I think about the DXY? I think the government continuing to spend trillions of dollars is only going to kill the dollar eventually. Like, bad. So I appreciate like assets that are not the US dollar, like physical properties. I mean, I know like certain real estate markets are going to keep correcting and stuff because mortgage rates keep going up. But man, in the right markets, it's like, yeah, interest rates going up, but at the same time, the US dollar's getting nuked by inflation. And remember, I mean, I remember in 2020 when they started printing all this money and we looked at the charts from the Weimar Republic, and I'm not saying it's the same because you have to get 49,000% inflation to match the Weimar Republic. But what we know about when the inflation accelerates, it was lagging. And it takes about 2 years before, when the money printers turn off, the inflation really starts getting bad. In 2020, I remember talking about that. 2 years later, 2022, That's when things started getting really, really bad. And they're only getting substantially worse now. And the problem is we have a drunken, spending addicted government that doesn't represent the people anymore, that are continuing $1.7 trillion and all these billions going to Ukraine on top. So guess what? You just wait till 2025 and you see what some of the real estate properties are going to be because of this. 2025, that's when we should be seeing profound effects of the 1.7 trillion they just put into the system, or whatever they're putting in. And people don't know. Like, that's just something that was really interesting, and it just played out like clockwork, dude. And unfortunately, it's probably going to play out again. So I'm just saying, like, owning things that are, and this is like why I think like the UK 100's about to hit all-time highs, because they nuked their currency. I mean, their currency just was destroyed. And okay, so equities would be a vehicle theoretically that would try to keep up with inflation, and that's what it's probably only doing. It's hitting all-time highs, but is it really? With an appreciating pound? Not really. So you think the same thing? Equities going up, and it's only because of the continuation of massive fiscal irresponsibility. Yeah, Brad. I mean, it's just the clown world. It is so weird, man. Clown world we live in now. I think like there is a political side.
Ceiling Thursday.
So, thanks for the threes. Yeah, sure. That'll be some sort of volatility from that, dude. Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, clown world, every single day, something that is beyond, beyond absurd happens. And it's real. And it's from people that supposedly represent constituents somewhere in the country or outside of the country in a Western country. I think it's just moral relativism has taken over. It's accelerating, Marxism, all that stuff. People that were just, went to school not for a real degree. They went for sociology or psychology or something. Those people just get indoctrinated with all the crazy word salad stuff. And then they graduate and then they somehow get in the HR department or they start. But now years have gone by and now those people are starting to get promoted. They're getting to higher positions of power. And so the absurdity is just snowballing because they're now making decisions. Plebiscite. So as I was saying that, Shiba is up now 14% on the day. Again, highest level since November 7th. About to be at its highest price since November 6th, but not quite. Maybe I'll set up an alert just when we nick and go to the next day. Okay, if we hear the beep, it means we're at the highest price since November 7th, okay? And this is where you are, man. And Bitcoin's just hanging out, bro. Just hanging out. I love the consolidation. Sorry. Bad hair day. Dang, man. There it is. Highest level since November 6th on Shiba Inu. Up 15% now. Goodness gracious. Gosh almighty. We're sellers, dude. We're sellers. Well, they were around for over a year, in case you missed it. Yeah, I guess the one thing that's good is you are starting to see pushback. I think there are more people aware of the weird moral relativism, nihilism, Marxism stuff that's pervaded the interfabrics of our society. So that's good. And Twitter has really made it where we're able to see this stuff because, you know, before Elon bought Twitter, most of the stuff's not being, none of it's being covered by the hacktivist legacy media that has been completely infiltrated by the same people that are pushing the most absurd things, right? So you can't, legacy media, they're in the same group as college universities, right? All those belief systems they're on home team, one side. So thank God for Elon and Twitter now, that's exposing and showing the pure absurdity. It's madness, man. Yeah, Elon bought a crime scene. Yeah, he did. But the sad thing is, though, like, people waking up, but, like, what's anyone going to do about it? No one's... I mean, what are you going to do about it, man? Oh, man. Sorry, I've been live, like, a little longer than usual, so I'm just trying to stay focused. Shiba is now at its session highs again, 1228 and climbing, 16.45% up. It is the Shiba pump stream that we did not know. All we had was Ali G on the thumbnail.
Technology.
You see what happens, Larry?
Just kind of sitting here, man. I mean, this is like extending the stream for Shiba, right? I'd be done if it wasn't for Shiba pumping. Well, Florida and Texas, sure. But then you have William. Just look up what some woman in Congress from Texas she's trying to pass a legislature on taking away free speech from a certain race of people. Like, that's actually something that's happening. Like, how? In Texas, bro. Trying to make it a federal crime. Please, look it up. I think her last name's like Lee. It's like Lee Jackson or something like that. I can't remember. And if you know what I'm talking about, anyone in here, like, if you haven't seen that yet, it is beyond insane. And it's like, that's where you draw the line, and that's where, like, civil war breaks out if something like that ever passes. But you have someone like that is represented, represents people, and she's pushing that. If you know what I'm talking about, someone bring it up in the chat. Doge is on its way, man. Well, I figure to be waking up. It's confirmed a bottom, dude. It's like down here. All that has to happen now are bids need to come in, dude. Just bids need to come in. That's it.
Doge, please. Looks like it is waking up on lower time frame.
Add another alert on Shiba if things get frothier than they already are. Yeah, we can go to Doge. Sire. Up 4.57%. It's just the next target's 9.1 cents again. And if you break that, 11 cents. Sheila Jackson Lee, that's her. That is the most racist piece of vile trash you could imagine. That person's in power, has a position of power. And look what she's trying to use. How she's trying to use that power. Yeah, William, yeah. It's just, that's what I'm saying. Like, how can you just not care about it? Like, that's stuff where you have to care. Otherwise, that stuff will pass and it'll be law, and it'll be like, what? "37 years she's been in power too, and she's trying to do this." That's the craziest thing, man. Not to mention what's going on in California, pushing for $5 million per person, Like, it's unreal, dude. So you asked about Doge, and we've looked at Doge multiple times on the stream already. but you're working on a scuffed a potential. It's not real. It's not truly valid. It's if you use candlestick mathematics on the day of January 13th and 14th, put it together, it would be. But it's getting close to that bullish continuation. It is pumping. It's up 5.29% now. Oh my God, Shiba's up 18% now, y'all. Dude, 20%. What are you talking about? So I'll have I'll have a little alert set up on Doge. We're getting to those highs of the day. Trying to break the, candle closes here. Yeah, Shiba pulling back some. I mean, marginal pullback, dude. It's not really. Anyone just trying to make someone get federally charged with a crime for speaking that it doesn't incite violence against another. Anyone trying to do that should never be in power in the United States of America, ever. Again, it goes back to the Bill of Rights. In the U.S., for God-fearing Americans, the Bill of Rights predates the government. Yes, the Bill of Rights existed before our government did, therefore they have no authority to take away those Bill of Rights. And you have someone trying to pass a law to make it to where someone can't say something. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. You know why? Because 400 million guns that we know of, probably another 150 more million out there. That's why it'll never happen. No, Jacob, and this is a guy that you saw how fast we got out of the desert, right? Or how fast we got out of Vietnam. Yeah. See how well guerrilla warfare worked for the U.S. military. These forever wars, yeah. Where we're directly involved, not indirectly just by funding billions and billions to them. Yeah. So total though, just really kind of not doing anything. It's just kind of the Shiba Inu show tonight, and it's already pulled back a couple percent from its highs. Yeah, Sheila Jackson Lee, that's who it is. Nah, I mean, it sucks because this is the bastion on the hill. You can't leave here. You can't. Freedom of speech that we have in the United States and the gun rights, that is such an anomaly. It's such a certain anomaly of human civilization. It's never been a thing before, not really. So you can't leave it. You gotta stay, And if it comes to it, you gotta defend it. But it's hard to. It really is. Like, how do you defend it, man? Because, like, the way that the side that's trying to take it away, how so insidiously they have, and how long they have been working to take it away. Is that it, Taylor? Is that what happened? What was the announcement for Shiba, dude? Please let us know. Michael, there's a quote for that, and it comes from a Japanese admiral. I think it was Yamamoto. We'll see. There's no way to actually know if it was him or not, but virtually it was that there would be a rifle behind every blade of grass in regards to invading the United States, which is so true. There would be more than one actually at this point. So, gun inflation, bro. Looking at some of these coins so far today, not really anything going like this. You know, Shiba or Doge went up some, but it's only it was up over 5%. It's only up 4.2%.
Is that a joint?
KNC's pulled back. I mean, it lost half its gains on the day. It was up 6%. It's only up. It's over 6%. It's up 3.4% now. Storage is only up 3% now. ZRX is only up 2.5% off its high. Sand has been pumping though, 6% up. Sand broke out. I mean, it broke a supply line, you know, August and November anchor points, and then a couple anchor points on the bottom from May and June, and a really nice looking channel, you know. But you're out, but it doesn't matter really that you're out. The supply line's one thing. You're still below 80 cents, you know. Candle high close right there too. So you just, it's cool that you broke one thing, but I think when you break 85 cents, that maybe is when you're hitting an 886 of a bearish shark pattern and a downtrend, 200-day moving. It's like, it's great that it broke out, man, but it's garbage. This is trash. And it will remain trash until you really, I think you break 90 cents. You're garbage on sand. Sand is garbage. But hey, dude, great rally. Great supply line broken. Meh. Ocean was one where, hey, if you break a certain level, it's a big breakout. My alert went on. It went off this morning. Oh yeah, look at this, chat. Look at Ocean, man. Take me by the hand. Right, that's what 27.76 cents. That's where you could go. You could be singing that song. And it could be violent and it could be fast. I mean, minimum, like above where you are right now, you're breaking out virtually. It's like the wick low, the first one ever from September 2020, another touch in December 2020. I think like above that, I know you could pull back and dude, it could pull back and go all the way down to 16 cents again and make a higher low than the previous lows and be fine. But I'm just saying, it's like ICP, where you are breaking a clear ice line right now. And it's already elevated. So it's not like a great strategic entry. I'm just saying, what happened in the past above this level could happen again. So that's what I do have an alert set up. It has not gone off because it hasn't really started going or anything. It's down on the day marginally. But yeah, just pay attention to Ocean. SHIB bad price. Only for those who went long when Shiba was up 18% on the day. It's only up 16% on the day now. So yeah, so you get right to it. I guess this is the end. This is the end for Shiba chat. Dang, man, got a little Jesus wisp. Annoying. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. If you're watching the stream and you're not in the Discord, you are screwing up royally. Join the Discord, the free Discord, and you get notified when I go live, because sometimes I'm going live and it's not at a regular time. It's at random times because of pumps and dumps. Here is the Discord link. There it is. Click it, join it. That is where you will be connected to like-minded individuals You care about traditional technical analysis? Well, we live it. We breathe it in there. Continue. I mean, the conversation continues when the stream inevitably ends, which I don't know how much longer I'll be live. Probably as long as SHIB is nearing its freaking session highs, multi-month highs. There it is. Introduction to Shibarium. What is it? Shibarium? Oh my god. Shibarium. Am I saying that right? Shiba Inu's layer 2 network. Rejoice. Shibarium beta is about to be launched. It's about to be launched. What does that mean? Announcement of announcement. And through this article, we want to introduce some oh god, no, thank you. Yeah,
Can
cool.
you take my Shiba on walk, please? Can I get a look at your levels on SYLOCoin exchange? Complete T-Coin at basement levels. Thank you, Sir. 1.800.000000000 SHIB.
SHIB. Thank you, dude. Middle Eastern German sound in A. Thank you. A T-Coin. Trash coin. SYLO. Okay. On what exchange? KuCoin. Okay, sweet. Oh god, I've actually been here before, sadly. I identified some levels and this is not basement yet. This is kind of like first floor. You're like on the first floor. The basement is 986. Give me candle close. I mean, dude, you're just skating along. You know, this one low from July of 2020. You tested it in May. You've been testing it nonstop for what, 4 months now? Lower highs every single time. So it's just kind of like, wow, dude. I just, you know, again, y'all are gonna request some of these coins, and it's like, I get it. But there's, again, finite amount of assets, or I'm sorry, finite amount of money you have, and then infinite assets to scan to look for the golden setups that we look for. Well, we've already found those golden setups, right? Because it's kind of like my job to look at charts every day on all markets and look for them. And then many people in our community have invested in themselves, and they know how to identify those, and they request those, and wow, there are tons of them, those two. So it's, then you come to this, and it's like, this is siloed to Tether, and it's like, I just don't know. Maybe it holds and it rallies, but man, what about all these other ones that are showing incredible setups with everything you could dream of? What about them when they moon? Sure, dude, if it holds 2023, what if it holds for another 5 months, dude? Again, October 23rd, it's been holding on to this level. Up and down, pump and dump. Oh, God. That's all I can tell you about this. Below this is you lose 50%. Above it, hey, man, you appreciate. You go up over 100%. You're at the inflection point, though. You sure are. But I would never touch it, even if it pumped. Oh, there's just other things, man. Like, I don't know, maybe this one that's at its multi-month highs as I'm speaking to you, it was here the whole time I was in Miami too. We just got to find the clip of me saying, I mean, the type 2's there. All that has to happen now, win bids. The bids just have to come in. Here they are. Here are the bids. Nice selfie. Mizzou man. Well, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to, like, you know, I just need to be a piece of bread again. I know the kids love it. No, I said this, though. I said if Bitcoin sees 25K, the next time it sees it, it is confirmed we will do a spaceship stream. Yeah, spaceship stream if we get 25K on Bitcoin. That's a long way. That's a tall order, right? No way that's ever going to happen, bro. Yeah, you'll see. All right. Shiba's just one sat away from the highest highs of the day. When was the last spaceship stream? Dude, it's been... Does anyone remember? I don't even know, man. The last time we had... a spaceship stream. Long time, man. Yep. %18.2% up so far. 500 likes. Jesus chimes. Thanks for all the likes, love, support, contributions, and everything in between so far. Y'all are amazing. Extended stream for the TA being respected like the Jesus dude. Yeah. The McDonald's stream, that was super rare,
Brad
right?
should be reserved for DOMs. He first appeared during the COVID damp in 2020 as we would all be eating bread and unemployed.
Oh, and the McDonald's stream too, right? Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, it was just kind of like it's a morale booster, dude, right? We're sitting here, we're waiting for these things to play out. Keep the morale up, you know? Mr. 886. He should, right? Mine would be, if I ever got him, it'd just be RTTA. Easy. Yeah, thanks for the nearly 700 people still here. 520 likes. 2.5 hours now. Ollie, what I think about if we will see fresh lows in 2023 is not relevant. You could ask anyone that question and no one's going to truly know. Again, I bring very real traditional technical analysis to this space where it's not, my predictions are, I don't have prediction videos. I don't do those, never will, because that's not how it works. People saying, what my prediction is, meaning I have no idea. My eyes are closed and I'm just throwing an idea at a dartboard. That's what prediction videos are. Again, at any given time on a chart, I have no idea where an asset's going. Even if it's presenting the most powerful setup based on the congregation of variables I'm looking for at inflection points, I still don't know where it's going to go. But I understand it's a great place to set an entry, a strategic stop loss up, and if it makes sense for upside, 3-to-1 reward risk, that's all it is. That's all real TA is. Managing your risk, not making price predictions. So, you know, that's all I got to say about that. Until they're not, Gilly, until, you know, something bad happens, right? Thanks, Kelly boy. Yeah, but they label them predictions for marketing and, you know, clicks, clickbait, prediction videos, clickbait. Like, I'm cool enough to say, hey man, I didn't know Shiba was going to do this. To say that I knew that Shiba was going to do this would have been arrogant. And I think when people tell you they know for a fact where something's going to go, those are the people you should tune out and never watch again. All I know how to do is identify predictable patterns that have been researched over 100 plus years with other variables that strengthen the argument, and it's all happening at key levels. Yeah, so we're just waiting, man. It's still up 17.35%. It's near its highs, but it's not at the highs. And that's why I'm still here. I gotta been off the stream. So you can thank Shiba for extending it. Thanks, Shiba. When next Shiba alert? Good question. Indeed. Doubtful called it. Oh yeah, I remember him saying something about that. Again, it's like called that. That's not like, you know, making a call on a chart. It was just yeah, when the burn pump. No, the weekly is ungodly, but it was like that already. So, you know, ungodly setup that it's not guaranteed that it would play out, but it doesn't get better than that, man. You know what you're looking at. But that's like why I'll never go like truly viral either. It's just the way that one, I think, should always approach a chart is just there's nothing about it that is like sexy or cool or fun or exciting. It's more like robotic and cold and calculated and should be boring and dry. In fact, the whole like field of traditional technical analysis is just dry and boring. Can be. If you don't have a passion for it, you'll never get it ever. Which, unfortunately, that's like everyone. David, unfortunately, you can't. Because the reason they do that is because if Discord allowed you on your mobile to join the subscription, then Apple would take 30%. They'd take a 30% cut of Discord's revenue or whatever they took. So they won't let you into the web version. Well, you can join the Patreon, but the problem is in 2 weeks, the Patreon will be, you'll get billed on the 1st. So it's not a good area of time to be joining Patreon, which is literally the identical thing. A Gulden? Drac?
Waiting patiently. Wait with the golden rock shears goat.
Isn't Gulden like a mustard? Gulden, Drac, mustard? Thank you, dude, for the $5 super chat. Moonboy stream will be at 25K when we're literally in a spaceship. If Bitcoin gets to 25K, you know, that's spaceship levels. Yikes. Yeah, it's doable. It's a doable level, right? If Bitcoin saw, if it went up another $3,800, boom, spaceship. I implore that the composite operator just does that so we can get a spaceship stream, even if we're going to top out at 25K. I'm thinking if we're hitting 25K, though, we're probably going to 28,800 at that point. So I hear you, Amanda. Well, Amanda and David Hill, it's more so like I would, and I did, but when it's relevant, I'm going to spend tremendous more time on crypto because look at the gains you can receive when the stock market's closed. And this has been in development for a long time, you know, so it's just like on days like this, I really don't spend this much time on crypto anymore at all. Like it's just, tis the season. 211 days, 230 days. God, let's look at everything. Stocks, all, and now tis the season. John, I don't really watch other people, but Eric Crown's incredible. So he's a tremendous asset to this space. 100%. $12.40, still up there. 17.63% out. Let's go, dude. Let's go, Shiba. When crypto hoarder returns, we moon. Yeah, I guess so, right? How would Miami help the algorithm, Joshua? How does that even make any inkling of sense? Good Lord, good man. That's what the internet was really intended for. I think in the end, e-learning, right? Where, think about it, man. It's like you could go to college and get a useless degree and be hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, and then you realize on the tail end of that, you're probably an indoctrinated Marxist communist. You get out, you hate America, you hate the patriarchy, and then you can't get a job, and then your whole life becomes about destroying democracy, destroying capitalism. Oh God! And then hey, the government, took over on one side, and now 87,000 IRS agents. Thank God that's maybe pulling back from that. And then those people that hate America, they can all become IRS agents with guns, and then they can come destroy your life. But yeah, what I'm saying is like e-learning, like where, hey, you don't have to leave your freaking living room or your office and you can watch this stuff. Thank God they don't teach this stuff in college. There is no such thing as traditional technical analysis 101, 201, 301, 401 in any university. It's not real. And then it'd be like, well, maybe you should start it. It's like, why would I ever want to work for an institution like that has completely taken over universities? Work for them? I work for y'all. I won't ever want to work for somebody ever again, man. Especially in that context. Good God. Andrew, yes. It is, but we will, Crypto Hoarder we will have to wipe the Penthouse Jesus in the top where you see the Shiba's enlarged ticker. Just above that, Penthouse Jesus will be wiped clean because it is, in fact, a new penthouse. So.
I'm still poor in Cali, give you what I can. Appreciate you when you were down and bored during the slow times when you questioned it all. THNX brother.
Thanks, Johnny, man. Well, you gotta get out, dude. You gotta get out of Cali. I mean, some people, it's okay, but I just don't know how, man. Like, how do you raise a kid over there? You gotta be like out of the cities, I guess. I mean, I know rural parts of most of California is rural, is normal America, but it's still like your state government's insane. It's like taxation without representation now, like legitimately in California. Yeah, I know suburbs still good, but still, again, it's like SHIB's on the move. We're up 18.5% now, near the highs of the months. Again, this is why I'm here, man. And it's like I live in like a very red state, but I'm about to move to a blue city, but surrounding it is very red, so it keeps things kind of purplish. I don't know. but the leadership of the state is DeSantis. So I think leadership of a state is really important.
Thank you for always being realmich. Can you look at LTC? 0.28118189 LTC.
Thank you, Blaze. Yeah, we can look at Litecoin right now. Keep our eye on Shiba. Yeah, Litecoin that had truly reversed its trend already, and has already broken out and has back tested the breakout, and the target's $100 roughly from here, from where it's been. Up 1% today, right? Above $84 is another breakout. What breakout? No way, dude, right? Yes, literally. Look, there it is. February 2020. Do you see the price action? Ah, yes. That's a breakout. Above that, I mean, you got 94. I'm thinking the hard target's $100. That's it. I wish there was more to talk about, dude. We have it plotted. We have it analyzed to ad nauseum. You know, it's below $84. It could always wind up back at $66. Understand that too. But for now, you have broken out. It wasn't about 84 as much as it was $66. I don't want to, like, you know, go back to Shiba so fast, but it's just like, you know, we go to the weekly if you want to see something. Hold on, gosh dang it. It's really pretty on the weekly. I mean, it's just a Bukowski bump, right? I mean, the bump and run. Like, you've broken the supply line. The anchor point's May of 2021 and November of 2021. You breached it, and you're out. And again, formal back test of ice lines as support. That's powerful stuff, man. Look at this. I mean, the high from February of 2020, you are above that. You know, like that. That's the you technically already have a weekly breakout confirmed. And if you look and you take out most of the noise, the target really isn't even 100 as much as it is $130 to $140 on Litecoin. Currently sitting right now, breaching, you know, last week breached into the bullish control zone for the first time since November of 2021. You know what happened in November 2021? D-Day, the end of it all. But back above 60 means you're back inside the bullish control zone on a very significant time scale. I think that's important. Very, very good. I mean, like, if not here, right? 886, 98%, 95% retraces from lows to highs. It's where we identified the stuff on Shiba too. And look at it now. It's good stuff, man, on Litecoin. It really is good technical stuff. Broke back above the 50-week moving average 2 weeks ago, which I think is extremely significant. You had not been above the 50-week moving average since November of 2021, and now you are. Okay. Thanks for the contribution, dude. And here's Shiba again. It's the Shiba Show. Brought to you by the chat, like always. Bear flags aren't that large, dude, and bear flags don't develop at 98% retraces, global retraces. Josh, I know. What was it again? Something about bonds and stupid stuff. Whacked out Japanese experimentations with finance. Oh. The bull's trying to defend. We're up almost 19% now. Oh my god. This is wonderful. This is like, oh my god, yes. J. Andrews, can I do what I want on my own stream? And if you don't like it, you can leave. Can I do that? Can I? Okay, we got some new people joining the Discord. All right. Alabama man joined the Discord. Nice. Alabama man. Kelvisi, yeah. Not all of them. You can't go with all of them. But Shiba was one. QNT was one. Here we go. We are up at, we are at the highs right now on Shiba, up 18.96%, Larry. Well, you get that, J. Andrews, but you know what? I'm not a robot. I'm probably as close to one as you'll get, I guess, as a streamer, but or crown, but dude, you're gonna have to take it all. You gotta take it all. Johnny, definitely. It should have definitely become an actual toy. I'm still saying Johnny. I was saying he's a robot. Yep, robot. Wow, we're over 19%. We gonna see the 20, the big 20? I don't think we did yet. We haven't seen it officially. Close though. There's the beep. We've just seen the highest level since November 6th for the first time. Right, because it was like a bunch of, whoa, we gotta wait so long for the highest level since November 7th or 8th and 7th, now 6th. And it'll be a while before we can say highest level since the 5th, because that was when everything crashed, so. I don't know, some of these songs are terrible on this set. Okay, what a pullback, man. I guess, is this a bear run? We're only up 19% now. It's over, dude.
Can we check out ONT?
ONT, it's so dead, dude. Like, all-time lows. I have it on my watch list still. I scanned through it. It's never like worth me not hitting the space bar. Every time I look at it, dude, it's just, what a loser. Like, why would I want to look at ONT? Not, oh, sorry, I'm thinking OXT. OXT's garbage. ONT is like, probably like Neo, I think, where it's like, oh, maybe it's okay. I'm just not concerned, but yeah. But there it is, man. We're at the highs again. I'm adding one more alert for the beeps. Gonna pull an Aerosmith. I don't want to miss a thing. Bitcoin's getting wiry again. 21,343. Hey man, recapturing. We're up 1% now on the corn. That's only good for everything. ONT, well, this is the thing, right? It was garbage, hot garbage. But yeah, it's now back above 19.15 cents. And if you can get above 21 cents, there might be fireworks. That was the all-time low, at least on the Binance chart. Back from, man, it's probably more data somewhere, but okay. Anyway, it just made its lowest low. It's finally taken out the highs from mid-December, which is cool. But you have to not collapse at an 886, the previous high to low. 886 probably would be a target, 24 cents, but you do need to break, you know, the all-time low of 21 cents right there. It's just like this. I don't like, there's just real no point, not really a point of like continuously looking at things like this because there's just extremely superior assets to this. Think there's so many assets that are not making all-time lows or their lowest lows of the bear run, only distribution, only lower highs, lower lows. There are many assets that were doing things for 200 plus days that were productive and very bullish. And Shiba just happened to be one of them. Matt Dog. Every day someone says that. They've been saying it for 3 years, dude.
I know it's super early, but potential whacked out 3 rising methods on Doge Daily if we have a green FOMO day.
Wow, it's funny. You need to rewind, G-Dog, because I went into that. I called it a whacked out looking A. And I said if you used candlestick mathematics and combined the 2 dates of the initial part of that whacked out pattern, you'd have it. Rewind, because I already did that before you even tipped. So I had read your mind. I knew that you were going to tip that, and then, of course, right? Just kidding. So up. Man, it's just right there. Just sitting up there. So come on, dude. 1296. Come on, man. That's definitely a hard target. 1300. This is the zone. And then above that, though, is 1700. Scott thinks maybe 3000 on this thing eventually because of the weekly, which, you know, I'm a little bit more of one at a time, man. One resistance at a time. 1340 is going to be the first big one. Boomo Shiba, dude. Here it is. We are at the highs again. Oh, I love it, dude. 20%. We've done it. Jesus chimes up 20% a day. The Shiba overload, man. We taking us to new levels of 20% upside. Come on, please, good name, man. Thanks so much. Shiba 20%, amen. Oh, were you talking about this too? Yeah, supply line from there. Yeah, you're right, man. Which really, again, wasn't really relevant. Didn't need to know that. But yeah, it's breaking that too for now until it pulls back. But there's a Katata fish, isn't that a Chimpokomon or something? No, that was from the whole Lemmy Wings thing. Yeah. How do I remember that? So bad. That's right, Kevin. Seriously, dude. The good news is no one's saying anything about that, you know. Yeah, G-Dog, let me know. Say something when you actually see what I was talking about. Pokemon prices? I don't know, dude. It was going crazy during the whole everything bubble. Right in 2021. I'm sure everything's plummeted. Luxury brand stuff's down. Eggs are up, though. Yeah, really. Next up, YFII. That's the one to pay attention to, man. Yeah, I'm in on that one, too. It's just not broken out yet. It's so close. I'm telling you, when 7450 breaks, you're going to get a day just like Shiba. And it's not opinion. It's just what's going to happen. There's no controversy. That's what I love about this one. There's such... It's as close to a certainty as you could get because there are no peaks and valleys that would be potential reversal areas. above. So 74.50 is the last one until 50% upside, 80% upside, 150% upside. 3 targets. Yeah. Just have your alert set up. All right, back to the 20% on the day and no higher. My God. Bank of Japan talking at 8 minutes. Oh God, here we go. Here we go, bro. Sorry, man, this is kind of an extended thing. Kind of looked at a lot today. It's been a long stream. I've been live now 3 hours. 3-hour live stream. All for the Kang. I think Scott Carney has been made aware. I'll DM him. Y'all talking about news with the yen, but no one's bringing up what they're doing with the yen, man. I gotta get to the bathroom. Futures going up. Yeah, I believe it, man. It's already like 9 o'clock. Crazy. Andrew, there certainly is a legendary Garley NFT. It's sold for, I think, like a few $1,000s. Maybe it was like $2,500 back in the day. It's on my Rareable account. I don't own it, but it shows the owner. Be careful for impersonator Rareable accounts. Yes, they exist. They are on every platform, dude, including that one. Yeah, the yen's down 2% for a currency. That's nuts, dude. Dude, we are just so elevated right now. I'm just gonna keep this up. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and see if anything changes. Be right back. Hit that like button, that bell, the sub. Stick around. Again, I don't know how much longer I'm staying, but I'm getting really hungry. But come on, man. This is the fruits of the labor, and you know it. Be right back. may go back on their interest stance, providing free market. Trillions of dollars could be available in the markets as a cause of this. Tree peak guy, let's go, dude. New year, new price, action. Yeah, golden cross for YFI. Throw it in, man. Melt it down with everything else. We didn't need it, but sure, we'll take it. Take golden cross. Thanks, John Wick, man.
Hey Mitch, thanks for the long stream today. Can you take a look at Legend, LGND?
Yep. Legend. I like the ticker, right? Legend. Never been here before.
What the hell, man? Spin. What do you think? Olive branch? Nice call on SHIB.
Olive branch? What are you talking about? Olive branch? I guess I'll spin. There's no way it lands on chug. That'd be crazy. I would deserve to chug, but there's no way. Lucky you got that. Really lucky you got that. Get wrecked, dude. Never gonna happen. I mean, what do you want me to do on Legan Pharmaceuticals Incorporated? Oh, you're looking at a wedge or something, like a falling wedge? You're like, hey, man. It's a pretty falling wedge. Nice request. Candle low close from March 2020 COVID crash. Wow, you're talking about a spring back test. Wow, dude. Actually, pretty interesting here. So it could just continue to get destroyed, right? But you do know, if you were gonna want to play it, you got to know there's resolution coming. You know that a bullish indicator there. And divergence, convergence is so close. Easy to strategize a stop loss, right? I mean, that's real.
Love the stream, been watching for a while. First time donation, thank you for being you. Keep it up, much love.
Mike and Brian show, thanks, dude. Or dudes. It's multiple people. Thank y'all. Yeah. Keep watching. Stick around. Clearly there's stuff happening, you know, so thank you. So the breakout thresholds around $76 of the pattern, but your major ice line breakout, oh my god, Shiba again, 8150. Have an alert set up to hear the beep. Interrupting S-Coin. So yeah, very pretty falling wedge right there. There are several falling wedges out there, man, and it's so deep in its development that the resolution, I think, is coming. Whether it breaks down or up, probably up. Shiba up nearly 21% right now, chat.
You see what happens, Larry?
Multi-month highs. Highs of the session, highs of the pump. I'm having a bad hair day, man. Can't get it together. Money printer, go burr. Yeah, a new Citadel member. Did we? Hey, Rudolph, thanks so much, dude. This is for you, Rudolph. Thank you for becoming a member of the Citadel. And please be sure to take advantage of all the amenities involved with that. But thank you so much, above all of that, supporting this channel that is 100% crowdsourced. Not once, and going on 5 years, have I ever accepted money from somebody and promised to promote something else. Never. So this stream is sponsored by everyone in this chat, every viewer. Y'all sponsor this. 21.5% up. and climbing. Shiba is officially reached the new atmosphere, or like the new, it's like, you know, part of the atmosphere, the new thresholds. And if you break this, right, the mesosphere, you're gonna break to the troposphere. You break the troposphere, you go to the whatever, right? All the different spheres. You're approaching one right now. Gotta switch it up, man. Ionosphere, mate. Sweat down in it. Wow, we are at the highs. 21.8% up. There you go. You just went to the highest level. Oh my God, it is beautiful. I'm just rounding off doing the math in my head of what that position's up. Mother of God, dude. That's right. T-Bone Lucchese, man.
Knock knock, who's there? Incepting as coin, WH Shiba.
I'm all for it, dude. 22.3% up now at new highs again. You've just now achieved the highest level since November 5th. Wow, how about that? It'll be a minute till you can say anything else. I'll have an alert set up. We're making the highest level since November 4th. Okay, you'll hear the beep. Next time we hear a beep, it'll be that. Yeah, Jimmy, just drink some mercury, dude, for that headache. It'll be fine. Didn't they used to put in absinthe? Didn't they used to have mercury in it initially? Oh God, no wonder you'd hallucinate. Vacation time, fake news. Source chart didn't happen saying Doquan's buying Shiba. Yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right. Type in the chat for Rudolph. Oops. Sorry, man. You know, it's the longer these streams go, you know, the harder it is sometimes to focus and concentrate, just because, you know, you've been going so long and stuff. Cointree just listed SHIB. Well, you know, Shiba Inu or Cointree is like the behemoth of all crypto exchanges. We all know about Cointree. It's like the people that created it. Dude, so like...
Is that a joint?
No, dude. So we'll like create an exchange, and so like to make sure it's crypto, it'll be like coin, like Coinbase, right? And then we'll do it like there's a tree, you know, like there's a tree and there's branches of the tree. Cointree. That, I mean, like that's probably how it came up, dude. They were like smoking a joint, and that was a conversation. Cointree, man. But cool, dude. Fuel to the fire. Formally testing 1296, right? Let's see. No, we hit 1295 at the highs. So 1 Satoshi or whatever, not Satoshi, but 1/10,000,000th of a cent or something. I don't know. Doge is moving. Well, we're waiting for that 9.1 cent level. No, I'm not even like saying, I'm not even saying to not drop facts on maybe what could be contributing to the fire. I'm commentating, right? It's not to be taken any way unless it was to make you laugh. And that was kind of the intent of it. It wasn't to offend anybody. Except the only people that I would accept it offending would be the actual developers and creators of CoinTree, because they'd be like, dude, no, that's not how it happened, man. We put a lot of work into that name. It took us years to figure it out. Doge going. I mean, like, give me a break, man. What about Shiba? Doge is not really going. It's only up 5.9%. That's marginally at its highs of the day. I mean, it was up at 5.4% over an hour ago. So that's not really going yet. And again, 9.1 cents is the threshold. So on Shiba, I'm just saying, of course, you could just go way higher, but this is certainly an area where somebody, if they're up substantially,
1,750% up the all or nothing SHIB dig and trade. Never traded a meme coin. Cheers, Mitch.
Well, I'm glad you can afford $3.33 on your degen trade. Appreciate it, dude. Please don't do that. Please don't ever do what Do Not Gamble did. Okay. Wow. That's like using the it's like using the force for evil. Right? TA is the force. Practicing good risk management and proper position sizing is like being a Jedi. But then you use, you know, TA to find entries that are strategic and going all in and over leveraging and not doing the right thing. That's like going Sith. That in the world of TA, that's how it is. Okay. So you want to be a Jedi. You don't want to be a Sith. Clickbait, that's like the dude with the meme, right? Maybe I'll do it right now. Let's see. We'll make this meme right now, okay? Two buttons, that's it. Here it is. Okay. This is the meme I've created for you, okay? Oh, it's Leo, dude. Leo, you missed it, bro. Well, there it is, right? YFI, DGB, deciding on which to long for 100% upside, because that's the potential for both of them. Bank of Japan yield control policy unchanged. Dollar surges. Let's go. Dollar surges, so does Shiba and some select altcoins. Doge now up 6%. Nice. So we'll look at that real quick. Yep, Doge, you know, again, you can head to 9.1 cents most likely. Yeah, YFI, man. I think that's a good one, dude. I've been in that. You should be up already a lot if you're, you know, if you were doing the YFI thing the right way. Just YFII is good too, but it's just something about YFI with that limited supply being tradable to Americans too. I don't think YFII, you can get it on select exchanges. Where the heck? There it is. Yeah, YFI, man. This is a specimen itself. It's beautiful. It's like what you dream of, okay? YFII is on Columbus. Oh, there you go, dude. Okay, well then, fine. But again, they're both solid setups. They're just different. They're just different, okay? I'm good with this one. I took my preference on YFI. Okay. Have your alert set above 74.53 because that's where things go. Oh, it's just pulling a Shiba today. I think Quant's going to see the promised land at some point. All right. It's just only the patient will get the tendies. So anyway, yeah, talking about this, it's like this is the area, like the level where clearly you've seen a reversal before in October. It was there, manufactured back in 2021. So you're just approaching that now. So any pullback here, can't be that surprised. Pullback might be mild to shallow, almost not any, and then it just breaks the level and goes to 1700. And it's, the reason why is the context of the weekly. The weekly. Like if this wasn't showing us in the weekly, okay, yeah, probably this might be it, dude. But dude, the weekly is implying 1700. The weekly is implying 2000, and the weekly is 3000. Scott Carney likes. Or at least 2682. Yep. Wild. Total looking all right though. Near its highs of the day. Something's going on. All these altcoins starting to slowly come to life, creeping. Now, Sol already broke out, technically, of its inflection point. Here is a one y'all might be interested in. Okay, Bitcoin is at its highs of the day. Let's go, dudes. High for Bitcoin. But look, ICP breaching an ice line, very important. As you can see, this level of $5.10, $5 foot long. Okay, breaking that, I think could have severe consequences. Where at the top of the range is 928 to 981, and you just can't be surprised if it happens, man. Like if something crazy happens and ICP is up insane amounts, just understand where you were and what could happen. Then order book between $5 and $9.80 to $10, like 100% upside on ICP as well. If this is real. That's right.
I've got information, man. New has come to light.
That's correct. ETC climbing right back at that 2258. Just the bottom of the zone. And above $24 is $40. Big bet, $40. ZRX creeping back up, nearing the breakout of the potential double bottom at 22 cents. I've got an alert set up around there, testing it. Oh my God, Shiba's up 22% now. Is that real? Is that new? No, it's a right 1291. That's the highs. Now, what was the high? It was 1295, the highs. So very, very close to the multi-month highs. We want the money, Lebowski. More like, we want the Shiba, Lebowski. You got it, dude. You freaking got it. Has the makings of a varsity athlete? What are you talking about? This thing just made first team all state. Makings of a varsity athlete. It was, and then it played, and then it performed unreal good. When this thing gets to 1,700, it's getting a scholarship to college, and then when it goes over 2,000, it goes to the pros, dude. Okay. Jimmy, this is certainly a level of inflection where it is very reasonable for a trader to take profit. It just is. But understand the context on the weekly is it's only just begun on the weekly. Right? Like, this doesn't mean a whole bunch of crap on the weekly. It's so insignificant. 1338. The big resistance is 1,700 on the weekly. So, and it just, that is something else. You got to understand how much time it took for this to all develop. This is premeditated, partner, by the composite man. Derek Zoolander for sure, yeah. Still just right at those highs, right at the level. It was a lot of this one because of the candle high close from October 30th. Been live for 3.5 hours now, so if you're enjoying the very extended stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. I know we've lost some people. We are about to be at the highs again on Shiba, and it's been this way for half the stream now, right? Shoot, dude, shoot. Still 600 of y'all in here. We now have more likes than we have viewers. Wow. How much more liking that could be done, yeah? Jimmy, you can say what you want, dude. You can say what you want. It's the setup. It's there. I never claimed I know. If it's going to break that resistance, I just know when it does, or if it does break that resistance, there's 50 to 80% to 150% upside. That's it. You should have been way in that way before. Oh, I couldn't imagine someone like, what would happen if someone market bought Shiba right now? What's the, you know? Hoarder could move it up. Oh, I'm sure, dude. But Hoarder's not one who buys at these levels. Nor are any of y'all. It's like, please don't fresh long right here, right now, with it being up 22% on the day. Please don't do that. That's crazy. That's like, hey, I want to lose a bunch of money. Because it's not even about what if it played out this time. It's never about one trade. It's always about many. So you want to be doing the disciplined thing every single time. Buying where it makes sense. You had unlimited amount of time. But it was during a very, very, you know, it was during the holiday. And again, it's like George Washington came in. And if you were not able to pay attention to these setups and go long, well, you got George Washingtoned. You were a Hessian and you got wrecked. Okay. Well, this thing's up, elevated. It could break out, but it's achieved a respectable level. I think we might be a little limited on more upside, you know, like today, tonight, right? Kind of want to get some dinner and relax and just take a load off, check my own portfolio. And yeah, so do want to say thanks so much for everyone watching over all these 3.5 hours, and you know, I'll be back again some other time. Rejoice in the TA being respected. You know,
TA respected.
all that. So I'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA. Bye.